Yep. Hello, chatters. Welcome back to the new stream. ये लगा है क्या? ये लगा है क्या? ये लगा है क्या? यहाँ पर नहीं। कैसे हो chat? Welcome back to the stream यारो. कैसे हो? यप आज थोड़ा लेट आए स्ट्रीम पे. सेकंड मैच स्ट्रीम करना था ना, मैं बोला था कल PRX वर्सेस करमिन कॉप्स. यप, तो आज की स्ट्रीम बेसिकली होगी उनके वॉच पार्टी के बारे में. अगेन थंबनेल से पता ही लगा ही होगा. और क्या बोलना था मेरे को, क्या बोलना था यार. सपोर्ट टीम PRX, क्योंकि आई नो वो जीतेंगे. तो या देखते हैं कैसे खेलते क्या है. आज बकचोदी ना करे यार, बकचोदी मत करो. और आई डोंट नो वाई यार, वो मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे लोले लग गए. मेरा पुश ही नहीं कर रहा यार एल्गोरिथम. कुछ दिन पहले पुश कर रहा था, अभी पुश नहीं कर रहा. अभी पुश ठीक है. तो अभी हम जाते हैं. मैं पीछे देख ही रहा हूँ बट अभी तो स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ गेम. और इनको लेट हुआ आई गेस. थर्ड मैप पे वो अटके 8-8 था मैंने जब लास्ट देखा. अभी देखते हो हमारे साथ स्ट्रीम. तो ये पहले मैं देख रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम में मेरे क्या चल रहा है. ठीक है.
Sure he could deny them. Look at the position of Vora. You don't play this spot for no reason.
He's
trying to get them and he's caught loitering.
चल रहा है. तब तक हम अलग भी कर सकते हैं चैट. कुछ अलग भी कर सकते हैं. ये छोड़ दो. अलग कब चल. यप चैट बड़े दिनों बाद क्या बड़े दिनों बाद यारो.
मैच फाउंड.
मुझे इस पे FPS टेस्ट करना है बेसिकली. नया मॉनिटर है लिनोवो का लीजन OLED स्क्रीन, एकदम प्यारी चुम्मेश्वरी. देखते हैं इस पे FPS वगैरह कितना आता है. एकदम चिल खेलने वाले पर. एक मैच खेल के जाएंगे. हमें वॉच पार्टी करनी है बट क्या बोलूं. उनका स्कोर बहुत लंबा है यार. स्कोर बहुत लंबा है. तब तक के लिए गेम खेल लेते ना. कोई सीन नहीं है. हाँ, मेरे को सिर्फ एक बार गेम लाइक टेस्ट करने दो कि सब कुछ चल रहा है नहीं. यूट्यूब सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है नहीं, एक बार सिर्फ टेस्ट करने दो यार. एक मिनट. मेरा थंबनेल कैसे इनको बोलूं. अब थंबनेल 1 2 3 पोस्ट करो इसको.
Reloading.
ठीक है. स्क्रीन बराबर सब बराबर है. ये चाहिए. ये आ गया मेरा. ठीक है. Let's begin.
Go.
सब रख के अपने पास 400 तक आ रहा है. तो नहीं आ रहा मुझे कुछ. तो सामने भाई बड़े दिनों बाद खेल रहा है यार. बोला मैंने. नहीं फिर बात करते हैं. हेलो. 2 क्लिक किसने मारे थे. हेलो. ए यार मम्मी मेरे को मार रही है लोग.
Stage 2. Reloading.
लोग मित्र. अब हमें करो। भाई मेरा माउस गेमिंग के इसमें नहीं हुआ यार, वॉच पार्टी करने आया था। मेरा माउस भी वैसा नहीं है यार। अरे मेरे को ना इसके बाद मेरे को ये देखने का, मेरे को कितने जन देख रहे हैं। स्क्रीन बराबर है, सब बराबर है, सब बराबर है, सब बराबर है,
I'm out of here.
Resource.
Reloading.
Stage 3.
Stop fire.
Still in sight.
अपन ने मारा यार। आगे तुम्हारा भाई फॉर्म में आ गया।
I'm out of here.
अरे आने दो रे, तुम्हारा भाई एकदम आ गया एक बार फॉर्म में। तू पीछे बैठ गया एकदम।
Charge your ults. Get started to a rampage.
तो मैच कब स्टार्ट होगा? It's 9-12। ये मैच खत्म होते हैं वहाँ पर जाएंगे। चल लग रहा, मेरा नहीं लग रहा यार।
Go, go, go.
They're cutting their vision.
अरे यार
The hunt begins.
अभी देखते हैं।
Get out of my way.
नंबर बढ़ रहे।
Cutting their vision.
मैं बहुत दिनों बाद खेल रहा
My
हूँ।
ult is ready.
Reloading.
Raise dead.
तो जज नहीं दे।
One block.
Not ready yet.
हेलो मैं उसे रेना को मारने का बहुत मार रहा था वो।
Not ready yet.
ये रीज और इसकी जोड़ी बहुत मार रही है रे।
No distraction.
Charge your ults. 15 kills to go.
जल्दी खत्म करो।
Still in sight. Raise dead.
Agar fire. Where is the fucking fire?
They will cover.
यार मैं चोमता हूँ, 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 मैं चोमता हूँ। मर मेरे हाथ से मर, मेरे हाथ से मर, मेरे हाथ से मर। बस करो, बस करो, बस करो, बस करो। तो मैच खत्म हो गया कि नहीं? मैच खत्म हो गया नहीं? या उनका ऐसे चल रहा है, ऐसे उनका ये चल रहा है। जी एकदम चलो उनको जी खत्म करते हैं, अपन एग्जिट करते हैं। क्यों क्या है? वॉच पार्टी करने। यप वैलो कैप्चर बन, डिस्प्ले कैप्चर।
team to keep your eye on. And with a little bit of time to
Bro,
prepare now.
Yeah, that's the main thing. They get that little bit of additional days, I guess it is, to acclimatize and to get ready to be on point for the playoffs. Nonetheless, a man who's always on point. It's T-Gon.
Hey, अरे मेरा थोड़ा सा लेफ्ट राइट हो गया इसका.
Thank you very much, guys. And it was all the way there, 13-9 for 100 Thieves to finally put BBL to bed. But it was a fantastic match and hero moments throughout. Finally on that Haven. But 100 Thieves, they get it done and right the wrongs from last year's EWC qualification and make it through to the playoff stage. Our first team to do it here. Digon here alongside Kukuka and big time to break that last one down. Feels good for 100 Thieves. Still something to build upon for BBL because even BBL had their hero moments.
Yeah, I think that especially this last map for Lovers Rock was just too much to hone in. It was the same issue that he was having back in EMEA, the fact that they were not really sure how to act on this Haven. And I think that throughout the series and for getting that second map, 100 Thieves was on top. Very good map from Bang as well.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think it suited them really well. It suited their playstyle incredibly well. And just so much composure after getting absolutely backhanded on Swift. They turn it around and show just how quality they've been all the way through the EWC quals. And then from that first match, they're so in form right now, and that's going to make them incredibly scary heading to playoffs.
Yeah, and that was the worrying big question was now that not only did you lose for the first time here at EWC, you got bodied. It was not close. How are you going to respond? And at first it was, okay, you got 3 rounds, then the battle back, and all of a sudden it just became a dogfight in that final Haven map.
But that's what we're here to see, right? That's what we want for a last map. We want that nail, that 9-9, and them giving their all. At the end, it was BBL that could not take the pressure.
Yeah, Timotino is standing by right now with Gennaro, getting that one set up for you in just a little bit. We'll get to hear for series there.
क्यों बता रहा है भाई कॉन्करेंट वेयर्स मेरे चैट क्यों तो भैया ऐसे थंबनेल बना रहे भाई अभी होगा या अभी ठीक है बढ़िया ओयो 5 मिनट के लिए बचा हूँ मैं 5 मिनट के लिए 5 मिनट के लिए ठीक है अभी चलो जाए सीन में नहीं तो हुआ कि नहीं यार पोस्ट मैच सेशन चल रही है यार वो पोस्ट मैच सेशन चल रही है वो सेटअप हिला रहे हिलाते बैठे अपने हिलाते बैठे क्या सीन बेटे यार तो नहीं पता कल 5 का है ना कल MIBR वर्सेस हेरिटिक्स है ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स वर्सेस AGL है G2 वर्सेस टाइलाई गेमिंग और जेंटलमैन्स वर्सेस नोंगशिम तो हम तो करेंगे लोअर ब्रैकेट का मैच देखेंगे AGAL वर्सेस ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स क्यों उसमें ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स है और इजी है भाई 2-0 सॉरी 0-2 ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स इजी W win समझ लो तुम चैट समझ रहे हो ना तो फिर कल हम देखेंगे कितने बजे 4 बजे स्ट्रीम होगी कल 4 बजे ठीक है तो स्ट्रीम 4 बजे होने वाली है वैसे देखा जाए तो क्योंकि ठीक है मैच 4 बजे ना तो 4 बजे डॉट स्ट्रीम या तो कल 4-4:30 बजे मिलेंगे यप लाइट आ रही है जा रही है यार लाइट का अलग मामला है कितना टाइम भाई, अभी क्या ही करना पड़ रहा है, मैं कुछ दिखा भी नहीं सकता व्हाट्सएप पे, अभी नहीं कुछ अच्छा से भी बोल रहा हूँ डिस्कॉर्ड पे। लेटेंट देखा, लेटेंट देखा यार, लेटेंट हिंट हिट हिंट हिट। इंस्टाग्राम स्क्रॉल कर सकते हैं चैट या नहीं? इंस्टाग्राम स्क्रॉल कर सकते हैं हाँ चैट। ये मेरे पास इंस्टाग्राम का लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा है यार, छोड़ो छोड़ो ये सारी कल की बातें। हाय 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 हाय, एक वाला मैच ही खेल लेता भाई। हाँ, एक वाला मैच ही खेल लेता है कि नहीं? नहीं भाई, ये लेट हो रहा है भाई गेम को स्टार्ट होने में यार, तब तक पानी पी लो यार। पार्टी चालू है क्या बल्लो? तो भाई कर रखी क्या क्या बिजी? आई डोंट नो, यस आ चुके हैं, स्टार्ट करना रहेगा सिर्फ। गाना लगाओ।
डिजिटल ऑडिओ प्लेअर. यामध्ये आहे 5000 सदाबहार गाणी आणि काही आठवणी.
जसा जीवात जीव घुटमळ तसं फिरतीच वाढतंय बळ. तुझ्या तोंडाला तोंड माझं मेळ हगन हे बघून दुश्मन जळ. वर ढगाला लागली कळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ. ढगाला लागली कळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ. वर ढगाला लागली कळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ. चल ग राणी गाऊया गाणी फिरूया पाखरा संग.
रामाच्या पायात गार गार वाऱ्यात अंगाला भिडू दे अंग.
हे जवा तुझं न माझं जुळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ.
ढगाला लागली कळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ.
सुंदर मुखडा सोन्याचा तुकडा कुठ हा घेऊन जावा.
काय बाई
मराठी song आहे.
झालं या इपरीत सस्याला बिळकून जावा. माझ्या पदरात पडलं हे खुळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ. ढगाला लागली कळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ.
जमीन आपली उन्हान तापली
Corporate strike time झाली यार.
करूया काम अंधारूया घाम चला पिकवू माणिक मोती.
एका वर्षात होईल तिळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ.
ढगाला लागली
कळ पाणी थेंब थेंब गळ. चैट बसवा 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 बसवा. चैट बसवा. ज्यादा भी नहीं करते, ज्यादा भी नहीं करते. चैट ये जो गाना भी मैं लगाने वाला हूँ ना, मेरा फर्स्ट सॉन्ग है जिसमें मैंने डांस किया था यार. लगाने का मन कर रहा है. कहाँ गया भाई? हेलो, लगा रहा हूँ मैं चैट. वाइब एक नया चैट. हवा हवा है हवा खुशबू लुटा दे. कमली कमली तो बता दे. उसका पता दे मुझको बता दे. मैं उससे मिलूंगा एक बार तुझे. यार मिला दे यार मिला दे. चैट हवा हवा खुशबू लुटा दे. कहाँ खुली हाँ खुली तुझको बता दे. अब उसका पता दे जरा मुझको बता दे. मैं उससे मिलूंगा चैट बार मिला दे. यार मिला दे. बस करता हूँ यार, बस करता हूँ. मैं बहकते जा रहा हूँ. मेरे को और एक सॉन्ग मिला इस चैट. ये तो पक्का तुमने सुना होगा.
व्हिडिओ पॅलेसला सबस्क्राइब.
ए रुको, तुम सब्सक्राइब वाले. पीक 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 सुना दो.
और होते मी जवान झाले.
धरून लंगडी घाला
चैट चैट चैट
घालाया लागली.
घालाया.
तू पुनवाचा तू गरुपान भोजिरवाणी. जीव माझा जळतोया होत काळजाचं पाणी. कोंबडी
पळाली तंगडी घालून लंगडी घालाया लागली.
कोंबडी पळाली.
नहीं बस हुआ. चैट और 5 मिनट हमें करके निकालने के बाद अपना है वॉच पार्टी शुरू। 5 मिनट, ओनली 5 मिनट। अगर उनका टेक या 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 Hey. सन्नट हुआ ना? ऐड तुमने मैंने हर एक देख लिया। पे भी जाने का यूज यार तुम्हें देखना है क्या ये मस्ती मस्ती मेरी जान।
That's my age. That's pretty good.
My grandmother always told me.
Chat.
This isn't really a good setup for a good joke.
Come on, guys. What would Babushka tell you?
Sean, you start.
Well, we can all
Stop being so dog shit.
eat my vegetables.
Told me.
Give up.
Keep it in your pants.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm not. You tell me, bro.
Yeah, what was your grandma?
You tell me. What is yours?
Mine is your brain will rot away on the screen.
Not bad.
My grandma always told me, don't forget the spike.
Oh,
I've heard
That would have
that's
also
not bad.
low-key been kind of funny. All right, well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. ये है ना ये जो पहले सेम में था क्या मैं फक मस्त है ना सर। क्या बात करते हो आप? यहाँ पर है वो? चल ना, कोई नहीं है। दवाई कोट सेकंड something Dingu crazy PRX yeah the goat envy दवाई का देख रहे हो चैट? देख रहे हो और बोलते भाई और इसको मैं जानता हूँ, इसका नाम मैं भूल गया यार। कितना काल सारा भाई ओ मेरा ओ फक थोड़ा मैं नीचे ले रहा हूँ कि हमें बोला गया है कुछ छिपना नहीं मांगता। मैं उनका वो ओवर थोड़ा सा करता है, आई मीन उसका स्पॉन्सरशिप थोड़ा सा समझ लो चैट, समझ लो। एक मिनट के बाद अगर टेक पॉज आया भाई तो फिर भाई तुम हो और हम है। एक पॉज मत लाना, सिर्फ निकाल के रखता हूँ यार, हेडफोन निकाल के रखता हूँ। हाँ ठीक है, हेडफोन निकाल के रखता हूँ यार। बहुत भागा-भागी की है मैंने। बाहर गया, फिर आया, फिर बाहर गया, फिर बाहर मेरे को एक बोलना तो डाउट ही था मेरे को क्या इससे आई डोंट चल ठीक है ना चैट चालू चालू कर दो चालू कर दो चालू कर दो चालू कर दो चालू कर दो
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to EWC 2026 Valorant. We have now qualified one of the teams in Group A, and it's time to eliminate one of the teams in Group B.
Elimination
it's
match,
Carmine
right?
Corp versus
Elimination
Paper
match.
Rex. Y'all, this is a Group B matchup that maybe we didn't expect to see Paper Rex here. Carmine Corp came out strong in the French Derby, but ended up falling short against Vitality, with Paper Rex losing to NRG. That's why they both find themselves in their last life here.
Yeah, like, I mean, we called this group the group of death for a reason. You got to feel for Carmine Corp here. They played Vitality, a tough rival of theirs, straight down into Paper Rex in the lowers. Kind of doesn't get any rougher than that. So really, it's hard to know which way this is going to go. This group has been stacked top to bottom when we take a look at this bracket, Diego.
Yeah, there it is. So Paper Rex falling to NRG on the B stream a couple days ago, and Vitality really getting the dust off the super super team.
I'm just sorry. I can see the B stream stage from here, and they were playing the first map, NRG versus Vitality on Ascent. It went into a crazy overtime. Last time I checked, it was 14-14, but I just saw the players standing up, so I'm gonna say the Vitality won because I saw happiness.
All
so
right.
they brought it back.
That will be on the B stream right now. NRG and Vitality playing for the advancement into the upper bracket of the playoffs. Whereas on the bottom side of your bracket, as you see here, Paper X and Carmine Corp playing for their tournament lives. Winner will play the loser of that opening bracket. And, you know, let's reset and set how the team's form was coming into this week, because, you know, Carmine Corp maybe hasn't been working the way that they had hoped, but then found some like safety here at EWC.
I mean, you can call it safety. They were definitely in need of a revamp. Let's call it like that. For KC, the entire TFBCT has been hard, you know? Like I'm going to be honest, 2023, forget about it. Let's just like pretend that year for KC did not happen from the bottom of my heart and with all my love. For 2024, they started off so strong. They managed to get into the first event of the year. They win kickoff. They think it's amazing. You know, this new revamp is going to be a new era for KC. It looked like that for kickoff. The rest of the year, it just went down. Last year, it was more of the same. And of course, KC being such a big org with so many fans, you want and expect something better for them, especially when you have all the other French orgs like Gentleman also achieving that Vitality and their super teams. Like, they all have their thing. But KC, they had a lot of losses. So Eng is now out. Now he is in Fnatic. And then when we thought about this EWC qualifier, everybody thought, oh, there's gonna be maybe testing things, maybe they won't make it far. And they surprised everyone by making it here, by putting Narrate into that duelist, moving Avis away from that. But when they get here, they find themselves into that group of death against that super team, and then after that your opponent is Paper X. It's just bad luck, mate.
A tough road, but a road nonetheless here to EWC, and we were able to chat with the squad on their journey to today.
लोग नहीं यार आज बहुत पार्टी करते क्या मेरे को लग रहा
I'm very happy that we managed to qualify to EWC because it's a very big step for us. We don't really care about the enemies we're playing against. There's Paper X, who were top 2 in Masters, and also top 4. Of course, they're insane teams, but if we manage to get out of this group, then we have a high chance winning the whole tournament.
We've got a teammate.
It was 2v5. It was Narrate and Lewan. They were alive. I see them both in insane positions, and I thought we could actually win this round. And then they got kill after kill after kill. Then it's 1v1.
Yeah, Narrate. मैं वही बोल रहा था. Send में था Narrate.
I cannot do anything about it.
बोला शायद मेरे को नाम नहीं याद.
I'm relieved. Going into playoffs is like my biggest dream I did back then in KCX, so it was very insane. There was 30 people just rooting for us, playing against Koi. It was the best moment of my life. No matter how good is
crowd,
the
W crowd, yeah, W crowd.
It's a big crowd, so they're gonna give us other momentum for sure. During stage 1, we had like, it was the worst place of my career, and I think for everyone in my team, and it was just super sad that we hard worked the whole year just to win something and we cannot. It was a good learning lesson for all of us, and it showed actually in EWC how well we learned from it. I think we had some issues with like our momentum out there. We're getting overconfident, we're doing so many mistakes, and then once we do these mistakes, we get low confidence, and then it turns from up to high, and it's very hard to play like this.
मुश्किल हुआ ना कि थोड़ा सा अच्छे से दिखना
It
चाहिए
was my
इसलिए.
rookie split as an ideal, so this was for sure a part of it because I did so many mistakes, but I learned from it. That's the most important. And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward for EWC. I
That's-
think
that's more
Zeech worked
important.
a lot in our mental aspect more than in game because we were all super sad. We went
Head
in
up
a
कैमरा
really,
बराबर
really
है.
bad
ऊपर भी
times,
नहीं है,
and
नीचे का भी मेरा थोड़ा सा लो दिख रहा है. ठीक है.
he walked into this like he tried to make us stay alive again. In-game stuff is not as important as the connection between the players. The team has to be loving each other so they can be able to perform. If we manage to get out of this group as it, we're gonna for sure win the tournament. We might be the underdogs, but we're here to prove we're not.
W.
9th, 10th during kickoff, 11th, 12th during split one. I think we got a very honest response there by Aves in his rookie season as the IGL here in KC. But then they go first in his EWC qualification, which is just absolutely nuts.
It was crazy. I was watching from home and I could not believe it myself. You know, when they started winning matches and they won one, fell into the lower, and I was like, oh no, KC, not this feeling again of yes, you can do it, but you're just literally one step away from the door, but you just can't cross it. And it's good to see that from one side. You're saying that, and he's also speaking about his rookie split as an IGL. But also, we need to think about the fact that that is a role that is completely jinxed for the side of KC.
So.
That is bad news. And apparently, we have them have it already.
Yeah, we see KC take out split. PRX banning Haven. They love to ban Haven there.
What?
And the Sunset pick.
First.
This makes
love
sense.
this. I love this so much from Common Core because PRX came straight from London, straight from the very final of it. They haven't had as much time to prep for this event at all. With Sunset coming into the pool, I can, I promise you, you probably count the number of Sunset reps on one hand.
Oh, and the fracture! We're going to get
one?
is our definitely on this. This is our first fracture. Yeah, PRX with Pearl out of the pool. Yep, Haven is the next best option, especially if you're going up against a team that has succeeded a lot on a Haven. And I love that you're saying that about the. Of course, PRX has not had time to prepare the Sunset. They did have a good Sunset though with the Vi on the stage. Please, I'm playing for that one. Please, the Vi on the stage. That will make me so happy. But at the same time, think about this. If you're KC, you know that you're the underdog. It is PRX. You've played against them twice. You didn't win. It is difficult. Everybody knows that. If this is the way that you go home, get some Sunset practice before you leave and do it against PRX. That is the best one.
Absolutely. Again, very much an underdog story here with PRX coming straight off of Masters in a opportunity to win it, falling short yet again, but still one of the most dominant teams at every single tournament, every single competition that they play in.
And 2 second place finishes internationally this year, and realistically, London, they were the heavy favorites going into the tournament. Everyone, myself included, was saying it's their tournament to lose, and they couldn't make it work in the final.
It's always the same, no?
But I will say, they love a lower bracket. I'm not surprised to see them fall down to the lowers in the groups. They don't like to win cleanly.
They like a track by track.
Exactly.
Yeah, but from the bottom.
You gotta have a little bit of adversity if you're PRX, so the lower bracket is exactly where they want to be. The question is really, can KC fight this David and Goliath story? PRX are huge names, but KC, they have that hometown advantage here.
Yeah, and Aves said it earlier when he played for KCX over at the venue against MCOY.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was absolutely crazy, 30,000 people there, but there is none of that here. Right now, it's just pure Valorant. The crowd, the commodity, the shouting, and all of that support has to come by earning it here, and you have to earn it against probably the toughest team in the tournament.
In EWC, everything is earned. That is our motto here. And of course, the crowd is also a big part of that. For this Sunset, what do we expect in the compositions? Is there any angle that you would like to see KC going towards? Like, do we want to see that double duelist? Oh, we're just...
Straight into it. Well, let's find out. It looks like we saw a glimpse of it. Let's go. So, Lewin.
They can play in Harbor. Oh, I know there's not going to be a stage. Something in Jink, something on the Whaley Jink, on the race.
कुछ नया देखने को मिलने वाला chat. Sunset पे no sage.
Yeah, I'd like to see Nareko on that chamber.
Harbor
I think
and
that's
Viper
a fun
combo.
little angle here,
Double smoke, double
especially
release.
into a double duelist. It's going to want to contact a lot of space before they burst. Lun on that Neon and DOS9 on that Omen. Man, I love this kid on the smoke spot. I think he's fantastic at it. And the Omen has such an important job on Sunset, especially when we look towards A main. You're often left alone there, and he's going to have to fight the whole weight of Paper X bearing down on him.
We know that obviously Paper X are the favorites to win this match, but if I look at the highlights from the last match from KC, Levin was having a very good performance. To me, it is important that he reaches EMEA back in a very, very good form. The player that I actually have been missing for quite some time now. It's Suigetsu. I need him to go back into that Pharaoh mode. And I think that, you know, against Paper X, it would be a brilliant time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's an excellent player. So storied throughout his career, but is he falling off? Can he reverse that narrative here against one of the toughest teams?
Well, a cheeky map pick here by KC, using the Sunset against Paper X, who haven't practiced, come straight off of London. Let's see if they can steal a map away, or will the dominance continue by Paper X despite a little bit of a stop down in the lower bracket. Let's send it on over to Achilles and Paper Thin to get into our elimination match of Group B.
Thank you very much. In we go. Sunset.
That like CoStream, yeah, से like होता है.
Into the harbor. Something back over on to the Waylay. This Sage,
nowhere to be seen.
Sag. I'm very sad. I was really hoping for a little bit more creativity with the Sage walls from Divide. But Paper X wants to go in a very different direction in a lot of ways compared to what we're used to seeing from them on this map. Waylay in there, Forsaken on the harbor.
That's crazy.
Something, you know, you and I were talking a lot about different ideas, different possibilities on Sunset for this Paper X squad coming into this new meta, this new year, this new team. Well, slightly new team, one different player. But the harbor is something that I thought on this map could be good. I didn't think Paper X were going to be the ones to debut it out.
Like, yeah, maybe Valence, like that. Exactly. Players very known for playing that harbor, but it's going to be Forsaken. Obviously has played it in the past. Only a couple agents that he hasn't touched quite just yet. It's in that Arena. Well, Arena actually in the mix there, but Envy's going to be able to find two off the rip. Levin and Nareko going to be taken out, but Sugetsu. Desk was talking about it. Kakuka in particular wanting to see Sugetsu hit his stride again, and he is. A second kill found. Forsaken will fall, and suddenly it's a player advantage into the hands of Carmine Corp.
That's a pause for Paper X. A little bit of an exploration by Envy, though. He is getting rather deep into enemy lines. Just going to be a timing here.
Tucking back, but Sugetsu watching for this. Can he find the kill? No, he cannot. It's going to be Envy staying alive. But down to 22 health. Something as well previously tagged. There at 75. Practice used, but it's not really going to be seeing much of anything here. So we'll have to continue just scaling forward. Saturate to the corner. Nothing to be found. Both players of KC playing here in main. Ready for the swing, the paranoia to fly, does not connect, but it's going to be DOS9 with the Sheriff to take down Envy. Now everything on something, and the time is just going to be gone. Finds the headshot. They know he doesn't have it. Held up the half. He'll get some decent ult charge, but cannot get the round win. KC take the opening pistol on Sunset.
This is incredible work. I mean, a good read early from Paper X that there was going to want to be some kind of mid-exploration from the side of KC. They've got the stacked numbers there, but Sugetsu, one of the players who devastated Paper X on that FPX team at Masters Copenhagen. Everybody's going to remember that breeze where he absolutely went crazy. He starts things off with a bang once again for Carmine Corp. Old rivals facing off. Carmine Corp. Grab a couple rifles here, a lot of rifles in fact. Narrate, the only one who doesn't have one, he's got a Marshall.
The Prowler out, it's just a hell of a lot of gunfire. No bodies on the floor quite yet. Well, triple push from Paper X. Wanting to try to take this space. Wall's going to get raised. Tuck back through that one here. Sugetsu will look to try to take them down, but avoids getting overwhelmed. Already taken on Paper X's side. They just go their separate ways.
Paper X being very aggressive on the map, but again, something he's read, and he is. He's dealt with by Sugetsu. Forsaken, under pressure, down and dusted.
Yeah, unable to get that Nearsighted out onto 11 fast enough. Will end up falling to the wayside now. Just these 3 remaining players to try to put a dent in. Need at least 2 kills to really start getting any significant damage to the economy of KC. Push in, look at the try.
Blind
Take down this
point.
Neon, but he's able to hold his own. The paranoia as well, going for the assist. And DOS9 able to find Divide, so it's a flawless anti-eco for KC to start things off 2-0.
Yeah, this is huge for KC. They invested a ton into that round. I mean, there was a Bulldog, there was a Phantom, there was a Guardian, and there was another rifle in the mix. Can't remember exactly which one. It might have been another Guardian or a Bulldog, but regardless, you carry that all over, and PRX did grab a few pistol buy-ups into that, so won't be a one-tap.
अपना round है, अपना round है.
Ton of weaponry there.
अभी देखते हैं क्या होता है.
PRX didn't find any value. Usually, if they're grabbing those sheriffs, they're going to find at least a kill or
अभी कौन
two.
लेगा? PRX.
Do any
My prediction,
damage.
PRX.
Getsu wary of some kind of push out. PRX.
भाई बीत खाली मिला भाई.
A little bit of contact.
One way
clears
से
it,
रुके
sees
शायद.
if
Up.
maybe catch him trying to lurk around, but that's not going to be the case. KC now just
उन्होंने
laying
पूरा
out
एक
their
कंट्रोल लिया
plans
तीन
for
जनों ने.
this B execute, which is
Mid और B के लिए ready.
relatively wide open. Forsaken tries to delay a bit with a wall and does take one down.
11 dead on the entry. Ducks back, sees it to be avoided. Smoke's not going to be set up, so it's just going to be a matter of time, and there you go. Before he tries to go for a timing spray. Will be avoided. So if a drone may be able to spot out a little bit here, is Jing going to be the one under some pressure? Blast pack attempted, but cannot pull the trigger on that one fast enough. Sugetsu, however, will get out traded. Something he's able to find that kill on Divide. Takes DOS9 as well. Just there at the bottom of mid. With the rate falling, that leaves just Aves still with an opportunity to find some more damage. Something is at 10 HP.
जरूरत है क्या भाई? तेरी HP देख.
Forsaken here, but will be able to steady the spray. Finds that elimination, and overall, it's a very clean anti-bonus from PRX.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed.
कौन मैसेज कर रहा है भाई?
Giving up a really clean anti-eco to KC. You can see some of the early ideas for PRX. Stack up, be aggressive early. They're always pushing the map somewhere so far. There's always somebody either going up mid or going through A quickly.
Yep.
I like the backup plans they have in that previous round. 3 push out A, have the harbor at B, watching mid, and then can use that wall to stall things out a bit. Helps when Forsaken gets that big first kill, but Narrate going to be upgrading to the operator onto that chamber for that first kill, and he gets a tag.
Gets a tag, but does get taken down. Rather just Sugetsu. Definitely just a rendezvous out to safety for Narrate.
ये बुरा है.
The regen armor, so back up to 25 on that front. Otherwise, HP is quite low, and Levin nearly with an opportunity to deal with the difference there. Get the collat, but he cannot.
Oh, Narrate does a good job there, making sure that Jing can't scale forward off of A, so PRX only going to be able to push forward through B, but the trip is there from Narrate. Keep something in check, but that does create an extra angle here, even if they're able to get through market. Seems like they might, depends on what Devi wants to do.
Heard that Prowler, now the top of the door. He shifts his sights back over, but will go re-peeking towards his top mid position. The operator going to be put away there for a brief moment. The shot ends up going wide, but right with that headhunter is able to take him down. These two players still very low. It's a very real opportunity for KC to still make a go of this in a 2v3.
गलत साइड में नहीं जा रही ये लोग.
The holding close.
तो है, but still गलत साइड में नहीं जा रही ये लोग.
As far as the kit is concerned, looks like he wants to maybe just try to swing out of this one on a timing. Face it patiently, tries to go for it, gets a spot out. DOS9 now going to be taken down, and Narrate completely isolated at backside. No way in hell. Trying to get his way out of here. Maybe can get some more damage in, get towards an ultimate, and he shallows in, he will fall. Something, however, is out for blood. Once that convergent path's online a little bit faster, and he'll get the extra charge turrets. So now
मुझे डर लगता है भाई. PRX ऐसी टीम है 1-1 जाके पीक देगी और मरेगी या मारेगी. डर लगता है भाई.
You know, with that push up through mid, top,
OG PRX.
which direction it ends up going, because after they kill Devi, it's pretty wide open back there, but they send the 2 towards A. They read that nicely. I think because, you know, they feel like, okay, we've got something on the other side. Let's stick with our 2 setup. Rely on him. He's still got full health. You know, Envy and Forsaken already a little bit beat up. Yes, correctly, and that's going to be the operator into something's pause. Here's some
एक
noise.
जाएगा.
Push out. All right, immediately going to be dispatched. Paranoia now going to be sent. Double dash over to the side, and Forsaken scaling
W
forward. Now he's
second.
able to intercept Sugetsu, so now the Viper gone. This is one to slam the door in the faces of KC. DOS9, however, little headshot, cheeky little scale forward, but something just leaps around the back, quickly gets the scope through.
मरने वाला chat.
That is the spike straight over towards the defender's side. Levin not too far away from being able to recover that. Forsaken eyes on the angle, but on his rear, Aves, if he swings out, would have a very easy kill, but instead we'll send the Prowler. That's the alert here that PRX needed.
That's kind of unfortunate for Aves.
Bang आ गया.
Be kicking himself in the VOD review on that one.
No way to know. They're in the moment. Spike is going to be recovered. Aves
मरी गई
pushing his way forward
चिच्चा.
onto the site. Headshot to the back of the skull onto something, but now Devi as well, striking. Arriving on the scene, the Haunt going to be sent out. Alves, quick on the draw, is able to find the one. Lob it on that snake bite, and that's all to draw the attention away. While Jing swoops in from the flank. Two players surviving the op going to be carried over. PRX now find themselves in the lead.
So much of these rounds coming down to just who's going to kind of outguess who on where they've maneuvered to on the map. It's getting very chaotic. Everybody's just trying to kind of find that extra space, find that extra angle. I mean, first it's DOS9, he gets shut down, then it's Aves, who eventually finds one. A re-wrap from elbow, and it's a little bit all over the place right now, it feels like. Alt is PRX. Same for KC.
Showstopper going to be sent off the rip, looking for that stun. The lob in, but no, the rendezvous will take him out to safety, even though it's a short hop. The Hunter's Fury, however, looking to hound him down, has him low. It's going to be Forsaken having the kill. That's two invested off the rip. Rex get themselves into a decent enough position, but it's just the one player committing the ult in to try to have that operator online. Everybody else still going to be having armor as well as Vandals, so a 4v5 still possible for KC, but something scouted out by that Prowler. Quick little exit, double dashes out towards safety. While Jing pushing forward, and he's not going to press the issue. Rare signs of restraint, but then we'll just get taken down through the wall. DOS9 able to find him there. Salvez not quite going to be able to get the catch on Devi through that market door as it does get slammed shut.
Yeah, that's why they're going to slide something up to top mid to watch that. Case got a pretty good read now how this round is going to look. A lot of their base is covered.
Forsaken. A little bit of a delayed reaction there. Unable to find that kill, but Envy very much slotted forward just outside of main. Able to find a kill. Now they hear the sprint coming their way. The Neon, the slide in. Breaks the aim of something. Weapon's going to be grabbed as well. Levin wants to try to utilize this as well. I've got an overdrive behind it, so I might as well go for it. They go pushing into his angle. They are sprinting. He's going to be able to have the read here. Slow things down. Levin should absolutely be favored. Just holding on this corner. No way to try to break that aim. It will be Devi taken down. Envy now to try to clutch it, but as he swoops in, Levin with the recovered op will have his number, a 3K, to tie things up.
Well, this is just a great late round call from KC. They realize that the B site is a little bit overstacked, and that Neon gives something fit. It's a good early set piece from PRX, using that showstopper to reveal the position of the chamber. They know where that rendezvous is going to be set up, so then they follow up immediately with that Hunter's Fury. But
my prediction 2-1 है.
KC better just when it mattered most at the end of the round. What looked like a good start for PRX and maybe themselves pretty far ahead. Oh my God.
Straight into this, and Envy lucky. Be able to skirt back away from that one. That he committed in with a drone, almost certainly would have died, but he also did have something there for the covering fire, so manages to find the punish. Get the early start here for PRX in the round, and Devi will expound upon that as Levin gets taken down outside of market. AC still quickly trying to scale forward into the B site. They can still situated, just jiggling back, watching that main angle.
Knows that if they just play really patiently, you might catch somebody from PRX making a mistake. Second, though, does get the reconfirmed. They're still in market.
अभी मजा आएगा
to be shot. The swing to come through and something to have the shot off is going to be taken down. DOS9 is the one that was previously spotted. Something knows there's a second player, but still just can't quite get on the angle. But Divine absolutely does. Spike now down on the floor. Narrate would be able to buy another operator into the next round, but in all likelihood, we'll have to just try to save this one so he can pass another weapon over to his teammates.
Hello.
Should just be round over. But some good little adjustments here from PRX. An extra layer to help out Envy over there on A. That first kill, that could have been a real problem. But again, we're starting to get a feel for the tempo and the pace of PRX. I like that they match the pause. You know, they don't try to get over aggressive. They're not trying to push a bunch of space. You know, when KC has kind of claimed just a little bit of real estate of their own, they just hold the line and a little bit of jump peeking. You know, something takes a little bit of a better angle, I think, from top mid there to make sure that if it is, it could be a Neon or whatever, but he's going to be able to get that kill a little bit easier from that position.
Back in to the lead by 1. Obviously, the key weaponry that you really want to be having going to be carried over. That operator still in the hands here of Narrate, but as mentioned, has to go for a drop. Pass a weapon over to one of his teammates. Levin does have that overdrive to back up the Stinger as well, so could be seeing a bit of a pacier hit here for KC. For now, won't reveal onto 1, but look at the triple scale forward coming in. Look at the Dritz try to set up with that convergent path. Jing now bounding forward. Levin completely slowed up inside of the snake bite, and PRX have an absolutely gorgeous spot on read.
That is incredible. Using that toxic screen so nicely, and the timing, the coordination there, brilliant. DOS9, nothing he can do at the end of this one. Something had him held out of Boba. My goodness.
And after a round like that, I think that if you're KC, you probably wanted to call a timeout here. PRX is starting to have a very strong understanding of how you want to pilot your attacker's side. May just be time. Just go ahead, pump the brakes a little bit, and try to get some extra thoughts here for the players to try to make use of.
It's really nice for PRX to get Jing going here. He really struggled in their first match against NRG. You know, something that we haven't seen too much from him since stage 1, since London. I mean, he was incredible. You talk about how good his Raze is, best Raze in the world. They lost both Raze maps, you know, against NRG, and that's tough when you put so many of your chips into that basket. He's so good at times. So if they get him fired up as well, something already very much clicking on the waylay. Get that other duelist rolling. This should be
PRX cook.
Pretty easy sledding for PRX.
Yeah, and while it's not something that we see too often from something, obviously he's got plenty of experience as well at this point.
He versus some
his main duelist selection when Corrode was in the map pool. Let's see plenty of that. Goes back over to it here on Sunset. And I was curious what PRX were kind of going to look to slot in with these specific roles, because well, okay, not going to be leaning back into the Yoru. You're still not likely to find the same value, even if it is something map is just a little bit bigger compared to something like a Sen where he does play it. Meanwhile, though, that trade out will just quickly make an exit. Jing as well, trying to once again scale aggressively down into mid. Does have to back away, but all of this has established a very deep pit, completely containing B main.
PRX is expecting this to be an attempt to clear Device pit, so they've reinforced it with an extra player.
They might have to give that a reconsideration. A leg shot, though. Out on Avaz, not able to find that elimination. Puts him down to 5 HP, and that's going to have all of KC now starting to get clustered up on the A side of the map.
Narrate is going to dodge that drone.
Narrate.
Should be an awareness in the back of Envy's mind that that's possible. Going to hold the elbow.
Still watching for it.
Yeah.
Great. Reading the angles correctly, and will be able to find that headshot, clearing him out. Forsaken now trying to assess which direction what's going to be coming through, but he sends out that Reckoning, trying to slow up this approach. DOS9 going to be contained, just tucked away here in the back. Forsaken, however, fiercely just goes pushing forward, because of course he does. He's able to find the enemy Omen after all. Something finishing the job that he had started, is able to find that elimination, but Levin gets rid of Forsaken at the same time. Their own pit now placed, fanning out towards the back of site as well as absorbing some of Alley. KC get this into a 3v3 and now decently favored to close out the round.
And you don't have a ton. You have a couple volleys.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Do they realize?
Bro.
Paint shell gonna be sent, but no swing wide enough to actually get the spot out there. Just a bound around the corner out towards safety. Divine out, arriving. The rendezvous placed, the leg spotted Narrate.
Nice.
Just showing a bit too much.
Nice.
Maria arrives over on the street side, cleans up Jing, gets it back into a 2v2, and the time is starting to bleed away. They have to stay on this defuse, the slide in, the turnaround, and Levin gets the clutch, gets the 4K, and gets a 4th round win for KC.
Love this little bit of delayed aggression from KC here. Able to get a big win against Envy at top mid. That starts making it really difficult for PRX to have info on what's going on around the map. So then, you know, Forsaken and something left to their own devices to try to lock this out. The pit almost doesn't work for KC. But Levin has another brilliant round. Just like we saw earlier, 10 kills for the Neon.
Looking for the stun on the Narrate, but it's going to be something taken down. Dialed in on the angle. It's a big early punish. Is Envy as well. Now will fall. Forsaken having to backpedal away. Eats a little bit of damage to jump forward though, right through the poison orb. And Narrate will be able to find him with a headhunter. And the wheels are starting to come off. PRX, they were cruising. They were looking steady. These last 2 rounds. Now, they look shaken. Operator not to be recovered. Jing just to play back, maybe try to find some kind of exits, but KC can just fan out over towards that defender side and keep all 5 players alive.
This time I wonder if maybe that push from something ahead of the dart, or the dart landed just a little late. Feels like a little bit of a timing thing there. Gave KC an opportunity to get that win and get out before the rest of PRX could do anything about it. Regardless, good awareness from Narrate to be leading the charge with that operator like that. Not an easy task.
I'll find you.
He's able to shut down something who's been having a really solid map so far.
Hello?
I think it's time for a timeout on the PRX camp.
He's done it again.
Yeah, that's... just misjudging where they had planted the spike, where it was going to be safe, but obviously there was no one near him.
Dude, Narrate ने बहुत sexy मारा.
Okay, no timeout.
Why not?
We'll just leave it, but this is going to be pushing them lower and lower as far as the cash is concerned. Bank can be broken after this round if they're not able to find the win.
And I like KC's adjustment here in the macro, saying we've had a couple rounds that A has been successful for us. Let's try something a little bit different. PRX initially just trying to make sure that 3 in a row won't be what they get just from that A side initially. Oh, something gets identified crossing there by Narrate onto the divide. He sees a lot.
And it does. Relay bolt could be sent out. Space now getting taken. Paranoid does not connect on to Divide. But he's going to go swinging out, takes the fight, and does manage to win it for 1. Something now up and over into market, but Jing is also going to be struck down, so player advantage. Something spammed to 5 HP.
Oh.
Narrate dialed in, something dispatched, looks for a little bit more.
मैं बोला ना इनका ये 1v1 pick देते हैं.
And now it's just Forsaken. A world away and the shot's not connecting. They're trying to hold on to this weapon, but and KC, it's one more round of play. They have so much money. They can absolutely try to hound him down. Taken. Planting himself here in mid, finds the first, looks for the second, won't be able to get it done. Avez will find the elimination, putting him 1 away from a nightfall as KC now get up to 6.
And again, it's using some of that conditioning from the last couple rounds. Great read by Avez. To say we've gone A twice, it's been successful. They're probably going to overstack that side. Let's go the other way. Divide, only good for 1. The trade's nice, and then Narrate really sharp again with the operator. So just able to get into those post plants comfortably, hold those angles. PRX never getting much done. Sugetsu's lurk as well, really impactful there.
Able to just go ahead and force back Narrate far enough to get the showstopper online.
Taken, trying to use that one way to get himself positioned. That showstopper going to be in the back of Casey's minds. That's why they have retreated for now. And look at this stack.
Massive push out in the mid yet again from PRX. This is kind of where they've been finding the most success. Will that continue or not? Sugetsu damn well to be able to come away with one. Critically for PRX though. It is Inbeat that is dead. Not showstopper, but okay. Narrate a little bit whippy at the start. He's able to slow it down. Finds that kill. The showstopper comes away with absolutely nothing. Jing planting his feet, however, still going to be able to find DOS9. Divine got Aves moments before. A 2v2 the spike, still there in main. Narrate swooping forward, grabbing it, rendezvousing back. Peek in, see if they go on this push. He will just make his exit. Jing now. Ooh, puts away the gun right as the peek comes in, but Levin will decide to just back away. Jing quickly swooping forward, trying to find that elimination, but the damage is just not going to be coming through. Now, right now, with a swap of the guns, has the tour de force behind this Vandal. Jing tagged to 30. AC being well suited to make this a 7-5 half.
10-5 good off yaar.
Narrowly.
Yeah.
Narrate's able to get there, get that spike up. This is going to be all the more difficult. Wanted to try to catch him in their rear. Timing again.
Away from the alley. Jing not going to have the spot. He does have a paint shell, but Levin, okay. Hearing a bit now, we'll just take that fight forward. We'll be able to have that elimination now. Devaya 1v2, the time working against him. Not quite on the right angle. So kill is going to be found, but Levin correctly play with his food. Will just push forward before the half can come in. It's going to be 7-5. KC out in front by 2.
Yeah, really impressive stuff from KC to bounce back. Run 4 in a row there at the end. Starting to get a good macro read. Able to kind of weather some of PRX's aggressive maneuvers. Able to get some big shots when they needed them most. Started in the Pitzel, started with Sugetsu. Really clean bandit shooting there, and even though something able to find all the kills, wasn't able to find the round, and then from there, saw some good stuff from Levin in a couple of the rounds. He had a really impactful performance on the Neon. Really broke PRX's lines at a couple moments where he's able to rush forward, get past the op, get past their guns a bit. But Narrate, that one rolled on. He got more and more comfortable with that operator. Really starting to lock the players out.
And they locked something out of being able to find an operator again.
Yep.
Never able to get that money rolling back through. They were able to take it out of Narrate's hands, carry it over into the next round because it was at 4 rounds in a row that were collected by KC to close this out. So,
I mean, I think something went killless like in those 4 rounds in a row, or maybe he got one in there, but it wasn't many. Because he was at 12 for a long time during that half. He'd gotten up to like 12-6, and then I don't think he found another one after that.
He was doing a lot of the early lifting, but then all of PRX started dropping the spaghetti. A lot to be a little bit concerned about if you want PRX to come away with this win on Sunset. The 5 from the defender's side, not going to be too terrible. Obviously, as they are going to be running that double duelist, now shifting over to the attack. But if this doesn't have fangs and KC win another pistol, they're looking pretty well suited to collect a win on this opening map.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would feel like there's a shout here for PRX for sure. But again, how much practice have they had on this map with this new comp? You know, how well drilled is this going to be? Sometimes that can kind of work for you because you're kind of figuring it out on the fly, which means your opponent is going to have a tough time maybe reading exactly what you're trying to accomplish with some of your macro and those kind of things. But
थोड़े टाइम पहले स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट होने से पहले हमने जो गाने बजाए स्ट्रीम पे
okay, 2 sheriffs, Ghost for something.
I start?
Dakin just going to stick with the classic and armor. Jing with the frenzy. Anybody else on KC? Bandit for Sugetsu again. Sheriff for Levin.
Get clustered in mid again. And the big, very big fight here. couple shots to go out. PaperX starting to lean in towards his A side of the map, but so too is KC. More players nearby enough. As 11 going to go repositioning, wrapping around over into alley.
W Davai.
Ball though, and yep, Davai. Whenever he's got a sheriff, you always have to be concerned with something. Now going to get caught. Bring this back to parity. Going at the corner. Aves to stay tucked in. Finds the person for a little bit more. Jing will be able to shut him down with that frenzy, but Levin still able to find Forsaken as well. So it's a 2v2 with Jing at 15 health. Points the first shot. 4 more in that headhunter though. 4 and 8. Absolutely still be deadly. They want to try to re-clear this and maybe even pivot. 30 seconds though. Have to start sprinting pretty damn soon, but maybe just a forward check and then a tuck back over to A.
I mean, I think they'd like to try to isolate Narrate, take him down. Doesn't give him the chance. Suspecting that they have moved all the way over towards B, but now he's going to know the time's just running too low.
Do they read that Sugetsu could be an alley? Jing going to be going for the plant that is safe from this position. No sightlines given over by Davai either. As Davai looking for the shots, and he cannot line them up. Jing dead off screen. It's another pistol for KC, who are now up by 3.
Again, it's just so slow here off the rip from PaperX that KC has tons of time to get their pieces into place. Even though, you know, PaperX's individual skill is able to fight back enough to get them into that 2v2. Jing was so weak already. Time was working against them, and that allowed Sugetsu to reposition. Not sure what happened there. Something just stuck out there, maybe some util from KC. The C's or something got players from PaperX caught up. Now, only a couple bandits and a sheriff this time. Oh my god. Levin, he's a few players, goes for some sprays, but it's only going to be Jing who takes any damage. So for PaperX there, not too shabby. Something uses that refract just to get a little bit info about what's going on the B site. Now I think I try and challenge maybe a different part of the map. Prowler here doesn't confirm.
They want to go for a bit of a market split, but DOS9 able to offer up quite a bit of damage, but still suffers a hell of a lot in kind. 4 HP remaining on this Omen. They're going for the full push up now through up into this smoke, and Aves with that stinger ready to greet them. Paranoia as well. Gonna be sent through, but Avai able to find the one. Something gets the right click in. DOS9 gonna be taken down. Levin eliminated, and PaperX.
Crazy.
Oh, it just feels like you can never really count them out. And Sugetsu will get 1, but nothing more. It's a Thrifty. Go ahead and reply right back after dropping the pistol.
This is so crafty from PaperX. And again, the combos on the fly when they're going to throw something one direction, another's going to push out at the same time, and that's so hard to react to as KC. Aves there. Just stuck in a bad position, and everybody's swinging together outside of the harbor smoke. Just a great moment there for PaperX, and KC has to be kicking themselves. A great opportunity to maybe put this map to a really difficult place, but Aves just says, okay, fine.
Are we just pendulum swinging this? Here we go. Thrifty into Thrifty. Aves can find another! Then yes, it absolutely can happen. Something now going to be isolated. The swing coming through. He cannot line it up. And my God, what a reply, KC. Looking to get themselves up to 9.
भाई 1 मिनट तो होने देता.
Players down to 30 health. The weapons not been recollected here. DOS9 is going to be eating that stun. Knows exactly where Forsaken is. Shock Dart, they are heavily convinced about this, and yeah, they've got him down low. Shock Dart, walks right into it!
He predicted he was going to leave.
Meanwhile, Forsaken able to find the first, the spam through, Aves dead, and oh my god, they're rescuing this round. Just narrate.
4v1 the chat. 4v1 or 3v1, something.
2 a Bulldog in hand. 5 bullets and a Headhunter. But this is one of the most PaperX rounds. The last 2. I think is a very good TLDR for this team.
That is an interesting smoke to set up there, Forsaken.
I'll just have to make him walk through, walk out of it. The shots ringing out, and Forsaken is dialed in on the angle, gets himself the 3K to save this round. PRX now one away from tying it up.
It is so amazing to me sometimes when players just read a situation so well. They throw the Harbor blind in there. DOS9 doesn't move a muscle, doesn't make any noise.
Now he's there.
Yeah, enemy's like, nah, I know you're there. And then not only does he get that, he predicts that he's going to leave when he does. I mean, crazy good stuff. Forsaken as well, brilliantly played there individually. That 3K, absolutely a difference maker. That's going to keep things very much alive here for PRX. Something going to have that operator as well. So let's see if he can match a little bit of what Narrate was showing us with the chamber. Over on the other side, doesn't have the funds to get into it yet himself.
One away from a showstopper is Jing. Stavai taking this contact fight outside of market and mid. He will get overwhelmed, so gets to the one to collect it. It's Forsaken now going to be spotted, just trying to set up this wall as they go for a faster hit onto the A side. Gonna get slowed down. Big mark on the one side. Boombot still having to clear through alley. Jing's gonna go up and over. Ends up getting slowed, but nothing to be spotted. On reveal, so they know exactly where the rocket would be coming from. He's just gonna lob it over towards street. Where no one will receive it, but DOS9 still gonna get caught. Now still isolated here. Behind the box on site, the scale forward from Levin, but Envy has him outdone. He's looking for the next. Forsaken gonna be swinging in. Draws the attention, and Envy collects it. A third kill for him. As Jing is able to find Narrate, and now it's just Sugetsu. Having to backpedal, having to run away to save this weapon.
Yeah.
The op will be carried over, and PRX will tie it up 8-8.
Envy. That's definitely a Envy round. No doubt about it. Getting that first kill up onto the player on the box at back sight. That was really instrumental. Making sure that that retake could never really formulate. There just wasn't any legs to it after that. It felt like KC just was trying to individually make a play here and there to cut things down, and PRX holding the line quite nicely. I mean, there's nothing Devi can do there. That's a really tricky spot to be in. Maybe if he had kind of held that angle just a half second longer initially when he was looking through the market door, he might have gotten one, but tough spot to be in. Good read by KC initially there to get that man advantage. But further as that one went on, PRX individually took the round over. Boombot to make sure that Jing can get more, and oh boy.
Sugetsu, yep. Easy kill. A death squad on the other side. Clean. Fadeaway shot there from Levin.
Not again.
He wants to go in for a little bit more. 2 bullets remaining here in the cylinder, and he can't quite line it up. Jing finds DOS9 behind him, then cleans up the neon. This thrifty attempt not getting nearly as close here for KC, at least not at the moment. As Jing, he might have just activated. Was down at the bottom of the standings, and now is slingshotting his way up towards the top. Nothing more for Narrate to do.
Well, you especially don't want to give Jing another ult charge. He's nearly to another showstopper.
It's 3 away. And that's why he's the one sprinting on the prowl, looking for this chamber. Taken not too far off as well. In the end, it doesn't seem likely that they will be able to find him, but PRX will find themselves back into a 1-round lead.
Could get to him potentially. A chance.
Fight gone, so 5 seconds remaining. Have to just rush at him. They're going to try to do so, but won't be able to find him in the end. So Narrate will be able to carry that Phantom over into the next. One away from a tour de force for himself, but PRX very much finding their footing so far on this attacker side.
I have to imagine this is a good opportunity for a timeout because both teams are going to be having some big ults coming into this next round. Reckoning Hunter's Fury for PRX. You have the Nightfall plus Levin's Overdrive. So certainly here, Zeiss wants to talk about this a little bit and make sure that they get some value. It's a pivotal round in this map. You win this one, as KC are right back into it. You've got a really good chance.
ये मैच खत्म होने के बाद ही जाते हैं.
At least very close. PRX wins this one. You're back to losing money. You've just wasted an ult cycle, and it's really getting scary after that.
I mean, I'm just moderately shocked that we haven't seen a timeout call from Alex after some of the just, you know, wild things that PRX have done that costed them rounds, particularly in that first half. And he's decided to just keep it tabled for now. Holds both timeouts in his back pocket. Has gotten both out of Carmine Corp.
Could be the old Termy strategy of they need to figure it out themselves.
I've done enough suffering. Let them suffer.
Okay.
He might not be on the Sage, but the operator's still going to be passed over into Devi's hands.
So we are in now lead.
Likely going to be needed.
This is comfortable.
Entry.
Yeah, I like this. Devi usually really sturdy on this map with the operator.
So it's going to be a very quick hit. The reckoning out. Aves just there behind this wall, still able to survive for now, but Levin's going to be punished. Jing is able to find that kill. Hunter's Fury going to be sent through as well as Inby will take down Aves. All right, with a quick peek in towards Talios, is able to find just the one kill, but has to try to escape, but he cannot. Devi with the up, able to strike. And now the players from KC split worlds apart. Getsu just watching here in market. Not quite ready on this approach. Will get timinged. Taking down the drone to be sent through, trying to find this enemy Viper. Tries to swing out. Find a timing of his own, but Forsaken will deny. The 2 kills going to be found. The operator can be recovered. PRX now starting to steady this lead.
Okay, now the timeout doesn't really come to fruition here for KC. Just don't quite have the right answers to that initial ult dump over at A into the pivot from PRX when they realize that it's a little bit too congested over on that side of the map, and they make a nice move. And Devi, again, Johnny on the spot with that operator. Gonna have it for this round. The good news here is KC got the 2 to 4, got enough for another half buy. In terms of armor, he's got a full buy with weapons. So you can still bring a lot of weaponry to bear.
Drone sent, walls up, showstoppers out. PRX looking to try to make this one a very pacey hit. As Narrate able to escape the showstopper. Again, not going to be able to collect any eliminations. Saturate, however, keeps him contained into the corner. Now the pit is going to be invested as well. Something able to find the first. His lever will fall. The skirt forward. Narrate up close and personal. Quick scopes in. Finds something for an elimination. They still have to find their way forward into this pit. And KC just don't have the right tools to try to breach this position. They're going to have to brute force it. Now a 2v4 spam through Narrate, fishing for anything that he can get. It's a smattering of damage found onto Inby. TP forward, quickly cancel Devi now for the reposition, but Inby to peel back some of the pressure. Devi out into the open. Is able to find a second. Haves taken down a Devi. Finds all three to close out the round and get PRX up to 11.
I saw the evil cackle from Devi there on that one. He just absolutely saved that round for PRX, because what a moment for DOS9. I thought they swing out amount of timing. This is exactly how you draw it up as Jing and Forsaken. They play this fine. They just can't hit their shots, and DOS9 does. And then Devi, through the wall there.
दवाई को दिखाना था यार
on their side, a 2v4.
दवाई को दिखाना था यार
11-8.
कुछ हो गया था रे वो
a bit fractured. Something left on a bit of an island, but no, still finds the headshot. Aves will be able to clean up one, but Convergent Path's going to be sent out as they look to try to reclaim this space in B main. The double dash in the back of sight. Jing held in position for the moment, but right now on that arrival from Boba, will be able to shut down the enemy Waylay, so player advantage back into the hands of KC.
PRX trying to use an unexpected aggressive moment there. They're pinned back. You've got the overdrive flying at you. You get nailed by the paranoia with a bunch of your players, and you're able to trade. Most teams would take a pause there. PRX is like, no, we're going to try. KC very ready for that reaggression, though. +9. Gonna cycle. Hello, did he see the feet?
He must have done that, or we need to investigate either way. Forsaken, feeling back a miraculous kill. 3v3.
मस्ती ना करो, मस्ती ना करो.
Make his way back from that A side of the map. working through market in all likelihood. Envy will be watching the rear for now. No shocks, no Hunter's Fury. So it's very much relying on the dynamic duo of Forsaken and Jing to try to hold this line. Drop down from Narrate, swing the corner of the gun barrel, nearly spotted, but just has the read. But Forsaken on the counter swing is able to find 2 kills on 4, potential 4th. It's going to be a necessary one if he wants to clutch this and take them up to map point. He's considering the reckoning. And will just be sending that to the fuse.
Goat marna hai, goat marna hai, goat marna hai, goat marna hai, goat marna hai.
He cannot get there.
Goat marna hai.
He just sticks it all the way to completion as KC get the clutch to get a 9th round win.
Oh my God. It is just barely there. But Sugetsu knows that he really has no other choice but trying to stick it adjacent, just some little hesitation.
If anyone should know about sticking the fuses on Sunset, it's Forsaken.
That's true. It's a great read right there. I don't know if they could see the foot, but I thought right there Forsaken had locked it down, and Envy trying to cover the exit, but Sugetsu, that's a big one. Go again. Signs of life.
Levin again trying to find that aggression here. And this time we'll be able to skirt away unscathed. Sugetsu now thinking that enough time has passed. Invests the pit, but it's only on the alley side. Still plenty of sight opened up, but obviously Trademark in position to alert. We've got 3 players out in mid to quickly try to recollapse and reflood.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of pressure onto Forsaken potentially here. Do anything too crazy. That harbor wall kind of gives away that he was lingering in the back, but moving forward to group up. I think the timing on this hit.
Oh, and he's just watching. He's waiting for that raise to come bounding up over the top, but instead it's going to be something. Just pushing forward, able to find that kill, but traded back. Forsaken now will fall. Then getting slotted in. Divide trying to play him in, bait them forward. Meanwhile, something clearing the heart, but as he turns to the side, he ends up getting taken down. Divide. At the same time, able to find DOS9. Still a 3v3, but never mind. It is a 1v3 as Levin quickly cleans up 2 kills. Jing now isolated, cannot find the spray. Narrate will take him down. KC not done with this map yet.
भाई 5 मिनट की बात है, 2 मिनट का एक राउंड कर दो यार, 2 और 1 मिनट का मैं ऐसा ही कर लेता हूँ यार.
Just fast enough to the punch. I mean, Forsaken gets into a position where he's trying to hold that flank angle, but there are 3 players there. The crosshair is just a little bit off.
तो भाई पी लो, नीला नीला पानी पी लो यार.
That cost him his life, then something
तो मैच नहीं
dealt with
निकाल पा
by the
रहे हो.
recon, and even though there's some punch back from PRX, it's Levin again who strikes when they need him. He's up to 18 on the map. Narrate was 17. Those 2 leading the charge, and there we go. Finally, Alex has said, okay, all right.
यार मेरे को टाइम मिनट में एलेक्स को देखना है यार.
I'll get in here and talk to them a bit.
Still a good amount of money to work with.
फिर मैं 1 मिनट के लिए तेरा फोन ले रहा हूँ. थोड़ा लाइट का इशू आ जाएगा 5 मिनट के लिए.
Round out of PRX, and again, I mean, we did just see the the thrifty after the pistol loss. None of them are really that easy.
Yeah. Well, and I like some of the stuff that we've been seeing from KC eventually post their last time out, where they're really contesting that B main orb to make sure that Jing can't be funneling these showstoppers every other round. Like, they have to be a little bit more aggressive. They have to keep that PRX ult economy cycle off their game. And so we've seen them take a couple rounds in a row where they've sent that neon forward to claim that space and at least challenge PRX for it, make them reconsider it. They've been so quick to get back into position. So much of what KC's able to do here on Sunset flows through Levin.
Hello? Match चल हो गया भाई.
Timeout going to be enough. The conversions so far haven't been fantastic, but Riot just going to be making a quick exit.
Hello, Fidgets. Long time, no seen.
A little bit of aggression now from PRX to take some space of their own.
Forsaken has been noise. Levin hearing all of this, just begging for him to come peeking.
A long time.
Forsaken was just trying to bait from top mid, but
not going to give him that chance. Meanwhile, wall falling. Levin still able to find that kill. Something taken down. Meanwhile, Envy going to be overwhelmed.
Welcome to the stream.
Cleans it up. Now it's a 3v5. Forsaken still convinced that Levin has not left his position. He would be right for that. Trades back 1 to try to give them a chance. Scratching their heads, wondering where the hell is going to be the best place to try to take this spike. Oh, God.
Array.
It's Forsaken. A bit of a rough timing there. Sugetsu able to find it now.
Another
2v4 would be necessary for PaperX to try to take this up to map point.
That was really nice timing from KC. They knew exactly how long it would take him.
Aves looking for Jing. Puts him down a little bit lower, 30 HP.
Damn.
Just out of range of being wall banged, but it's still going to be caught. Dawson able to find it, and Devi can't even pull the trigger. Narrate so damn fast with it. As KC tied up 11-11.
And now we're getting to the point where PaperX's economy
Who's coming?
A bit. So this next round, so important here in this map.
Hello?
I mean, you have enough, but
Morpheus bhai, kya haal chal?
the buy and
Valorant खेल रहे हो नहीं खेल रहे हो?
11 there, tucked in nicely. Just nobody on PaperX really reading the map right now. With these multi-man pushes, isolated players getting caught. AC really making some nice reads, and it's got a ton of energy back into them. They have that Nightfall there. One away from a Hunter's Fury for Envy.
Alex भाई ने गाली दिया था यार.
It's going to be the closest ult for PaperX in this cycle.
Getsu just going to go backing away. Still this three-player lean. Forsaken with the spike.
Hello,
Solo at the moment. Looking for this peak, and Narrate gets a little answer. Sets up those shots. Makes his exit with the rendezvous.
Welcome to the stream.
Tough position. See if they can get this execute to go. Clear the drone. You know Narrate's back there.
Dash forward into the copy of the wall, getting set up some shots out there. Warning Levin, rerouting him as Hunter's Fury through. Will get the tag on the one, but cannot find that elimination in the end. Nightfall now going to be going out of Sugetsu. Quickly scales in behind this.
Hey, text mat karo.
PaperX evacuating the site, but something still here at Market is able to find the first as Sugetsu gets taken down. A little bit of ring around the rosy there. 11 comes out on top of, cleans up a kill onto something. His shock darts going to be sent in from Envy to try to delay, but he's tagged down low. There's 8 HP remaining, but Divine refills the space from Market, finds the kill. 11 dead, Dust 9 now having to do it all. He cannot find it. Jing comes out on top, and PaperX now move up to map point.
Oh, this is a nifty little idea from PaperX to have an extra little layer there. They're able to get something tucked into Market. He strikes.
Jaldi. मैं बोला था 100 सबसे गिव होगा तो
They just kind of
गिव अवे जल्दी होने वाला है. मैं सोच रहा हूँ बैटल पास का गिव अवे नहीं करूँगा. मैं बोला था बैटल पास का, तो शायद से बैटल पास का नहीं करूँगा, कुछ और करने वाला हूँ.
In-ear issue there.
देखते.
Maybe having a quick issue with the headset.
इनका कर दूँगा यार. Yep, night market best है. Night market भी आने वाला है. Best.
The nightfall effects lingering on past the round.
Best.
It's the next big thing in gaming.
और उस भाई मेरे को इंस्टा पे एक मैसेज कर दो यार. अगर आप इंस्टा चलाते हो तो एक बार इंस्टा हैंडल लेके एक मैसेज कर दो यार.
Now.
मैं अभी क्या बोला? मेरे को इंस्टा पे एक मैसेज कर दो. इंस्टा पे हो तो.
They're going to have to get this done in overtime. So very extended one, I believe, over on the other stream between Vitality. Taking that one. I actually don't even know where that one.
I mean, they're still on stage. I have no idea.
Battle pass money. किसी ने टाइम आउट लिया क्या?
That looks like energy doing pretty decent.
किसी ने टाइम आउट लिया?
I was a 16-14 on Ascent.
That 8 लोग देख रहे हो यार.
Oh, you got two tight
का बटन दब जाता तो मजा आ
on
जाता
that stage, so.
एक सब्सक्राइब का बटन दब जाता तो मजा आता था.
Really to be unexpected.
That one I knew was going to be a long series, one way or another.
All right, this one absolutely could be as well. Sunset.
KC have had some really nice rounds, some really good reads. Individually, some stellar moments from the likes of Levin and Neri. Have been really instrumental here.
PRX का लोटस बोले तो चुम्मेश्वरी परफॉर्मेंस.
PaperX has had kind of a little bit of everything
बहुत
from
लेट हो जाएगा.
everyone.
10:30-11 हो जाएंगे उस मैच को.
Multi-kill rounds
गया तो. देखते.
All 5 of those players.
हाँ?
In the pink and blue and purple.
उड़ जा तो.
But hopefully this one doesn't take too long. I think maybe they're just going to try swapping his device there. Get the sound issue taken care of.
Unplug it, plug it back in again.
Yeah.
Power cycle.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ. headphone issue. Yeah.
But this is.
That's, I mean, and that's already gone away.
भाई एक राउंड के लिए तुमने ये सब किया, मैं छोटा सा ब्रेक लेके आता, थोड़ा हल्का हो जाता, तू ब्रेक हो जाता यार मेरा.
They got the cartridge, blow on it a little bit.
Very close करूँ.
Now we're hitting the point where physical media is just going to be completely dead. What a fun time!
What a world we live in.
Bye bye Shubham. अरे यार कितना टाइम इसको.
I do
still
miss
have
the
an archive?
cartridges. Do I still have a what?
Like an archive of all your old games? You have those still back in the States?
Yeah. They're at
चालू
my
करो
friend's
यार,
house.
चालू करो, चालू करो.
Still have a bunch of PS1 games.
फिर से गाना लगाओगे वो?
It was like.
Got my Genesis.
It's either
2600 or 5200.
Really?
One of those. A couple different games.
That is even older than I had.
It's my
Nintendo's.
father's.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm not that old.
Well, when I was a kid, I had to have 2 Nintendos because I took.
Morpheus भाई, अगर आप स्ट्रीम देख रहे हो तो मेरे को बोलो, आप स्टोरी मोड गेम्स खेलते हो?
Because I wanted to see how it
Morpheus
worked.
भाई.
And then I thought I could put it back together because I'm 7 and
Sad
stupid.
game Morpheus भाई.
And nothing's really changed over the.
Yeah. I'm still 7 years old.
34 years.
Stupid.
Still stupid. Maybe a little bit wiser. But it looks like we are ready to go back into
चालू गए.
about yesteryear.
चलो गए chat.
See if KC can try to take this into overtime.
चलो गया.
Prowler to be cleared, the spam to connect something. Work down to 76 health.
Gets a showstopper.
Last round.
Forsaken one away from a
ओटी
reckoning.
नहीं जाना चाहिए यार.
Claim that orb
वो
himself.
जोर से सुसुआ है.
On the other side. So they want to give him the spike plant or what? Throw up the wall. Drone going to lead the way. Not much resistance.
No stopper.
I guess side entry हो गया. Side entry मिल गया.
Oh, gonna get the reveal. Lets them know where the showstopper is going to be coming from. Sends it forward. Damage not to be found. Alpha's just out of range of that. But they're going to try to fight this one forward. It looks like Reckoning going to be sent. And Dostein! He's just trying to TP past it, not anticipating this forward layer from PRX. He offers himself up on a platter as Jang is able to find himself a third, now the fourth, and maybe an ace to close out this map. Levin having to do it all. Finds the first, but needs so much more. Debai there, shuts him down, 13-11.
Easy, 2-0 bhai.
Change up the comp. They come out on top here on KC's pick of Sunset.
It certainly looked a little uncomfortable for PRX, though. A map that used to be very much one of their hallmarks, but this time around, KC had some really nice ideas, some good mid-rounds, some good individual moments, but PRX just a little bit too deep in the long run on that attack side. Some of those ult cycles catching in favorable moments and able to get lots of value out of it for PRX.
Now we get ready to go to Fracture as PRX try to keep themselves alive here at EWC 2026. Carmine Corp, the ones on the chopping block, need to be able to turn this around, get that reverse sweep if they want to be performing in front of the French crowd. But for now, we'll go ahead.
हम जाते back. Hello, boys and girls, boys and girls, boys and girls, boys and
Going
girls.
to get easy, but I liked also
Hello.
seeing Levin
मैंने
as I said
chrome
before,
डाला.
coming into the map. To me, it's important that when we go back to EMEA, he has the confidence that he needs to prosper and
Control
to
Shift D से
be
कुछ
good
होगा?
at other duelists.
हो
Last
गया
year,
भाई.
BBL ended up putting him in a jet
हो
because
गया.
they didn't know how to make it work.
हो
But you
गया.
have a kid that has so much
हो
talent,
गया.
but you cannot exploit it. And now I really feel like
हो
I'm
गया.
getting to
Be
that
back,
Levin
be back.
is growing in him, you know?
Yeah, again, stood toe-to-toe here with PRX, one of the best in the world to do it. And I think going back to your point of PRX being more muted and stressed, I agree they were stressed, but even in the winning round, it was like, this is what we do. We have to win these rounds because, our aspirations aren't just making it out
It's
of
like
group
Argentina
to win it
versus
all.
Cape Verde last night. Almost the same.
Our expectation is
गड़बड़
let's
हो रहा है
celebrate
मेरे.
that we won, but also we've got bigger things in sight. You know what's in sight? It will be a short break, but after that, we'll have map number 2 of this
घंटे हो गए
matchup,
यार.
KC versus PRX. Don't go anywhere. You're watching EWC 2026.
बकचोदी करते रहो यार. बकचोदी करते रहो.
Door goes up.
ठीक है?
Door goes down. Door goes up. Door goes down. Door goes up. Door goes down.
हम स्ट्रीम पी के थोड़ा स्नीक पीक ले आए थे चार्ट. What's up?
They weren't so happy. Does Vitality have issues bouncing back after?
Instantaneous. But what a play from...
It becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
We were there.
Yeah.
For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind. And we're here. Now. The proud founding partner of EWC. Powering the biggest event in gaming. Shoulder to shoulder with the world's best. Making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion. Reach your impossible.
7 viewer का. एक 6 ही हुआ है यार वो. पर 7 गया. लाइक क्यों नहीं हो रहे पर? लाइक क्यों नहीं हो रहे? Chat, आज फिर से एक सब्सक्राइबर बढ़ा अपना 105.
Hello everyone,
we are so
welcome
close to
back
110.
to EWC 2026 Valorant. It is 1-0 PRX over KC, but KC made him work for it. Welcoming back our desk, it's Kuka and Big Time, never playing Big Time, as we need to see something special, some extravagance here by the French outfit if they're going to step up against the best of the Pacific.
I'm very true. We're moving across the Fracture, which is PRX's best map by far. Cast your mind back to the Masters London final. That's the one where they absolutely dominated Lev despite losing. And then when we saw them play earlier on this week against NRG, that was of course the map that they won. They play their own individual style, this Sky Breach comp, which on paper you go, that shouldn't be PRX, that should never suit them, but they make it work so brilliantly. I will say, I think KC have their work cut out for them here.
Okay, what is one comp that you've seen PRX play that one you can see any other team play, and two that you've been like, oh, but they don't make it work. They don't make it work. They can't make it work.
They could lock anything and it would be fine.
Nobody plays Yoru. Something locks Yoru. They're great in a sense, you know? I feel like that is always the story with PRX. And they deserve it, honestly. They've earned it throughout the years, the reputation that they have. For the side of KC, Fracture is not a good map.
You know,
this is not a good map.
And that's going to be tough, just given all the different entryways, all the different calls that can happen here with a team like PRX, so creative in their setup. And when I'm thinking about the tournament as a whole, with I feel like these two teams are linked because KC was the one that knocked out one of the other tournament favorites, made it to the finals last year in Fnatic.
In fact, Fnatic knocked them out, both of these teams out last year.
And now, PRX are going to knock out the team that knocked out Fnatic before even getting here at EWC 2026 if they get that victory, as they are so favored to do given the recent history.
But the thing is, I will say, look at even to our first game this morning. You know, we see BBL lose map 1 and we go, well, they, split should really go not their way, but they turn it around with a fantastic performance.
Dominate.
That's the thing about Valorant, is who shows up in the server. Yep. We can waffle on all we want about how this looks like on paper. KC know that they're big underdogs in this series. They know that they're big underdogs on that server, but it's all about the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's forget about what we thought on paper, right? What have we just seen today that would give us hope? You know, like for the side of PRX, I think it's easy because it's PRX. But as I said, it's good to see that Forsaken is back on board. That everybody found their moments. But if I am just looking at the KC that I saw today, I saw a Narrate and 11 that are playing without fear. I saw an Avis that is finally also combining his brain with his gunfight. And I am seeing a team that is having fun and that is winning and losing together. So that is the one. That is the KC that I want to see, no matter what happens in the second map. Because let's be realistic.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about how you manage pressure. Sometimes being the underdogs can work in your favor. If you already know you're gonna lose, it means you can play with freedom. We see these upsets happen time and time again.
It's on PRX to lose.
Don't get me wrong, PRX have choked in the past. They're not immune to this by any stretch of imagination, so we'll have to see how this plays out.
Yeah, and we had the opportunity to listen to Aves earlier in that Road to EWC video that we had, and he knows, he understands, we haven't played well. One of the worst times in my career early on in this year, but also giving himself grace as the IGL, and to IGL your way 13-11 against the PRX squad feels like, all right, these are things that we can build upon. I think it's just keeping track of that, making sure you're not trying to win the whole map in one round. Like, just build upon it, take all the positive things, and throw that up against one of the best teams in the world.
I think especially momentum can work so heavily in their favor. When you look at that final in Masters London, my mind goes to map 5 of Lotus, where it was 2-2, everything was level, but PRX can't get themselves into the game because the flow of the game goes against them. The momentum goes against them, and they couldn't recover. For KC to have a good chance here, I want to see them get that pistol. I want to see them get that bonus, and I want to see the snowball, the ults come online early.
I want to see the same communication as well that we were seeing, because every single time that we had the player cams on, we saw Avis yapping his mind away. Same goes with Levin. I want everyone giving 1000% Doshi as well. Against Fnatic, the last time that they played the Fracture, he had a terrible time, but today things really feel different for this KC, and we've been waiting so long to see this kind of things.
And I will say, if there's one guy on this team who knows how to beat PRX, it's Dosha. DOS9. When he was on Boom, they managed to take them down. He's been there, done that before. So he just has to use that knowledge, use what he's learned today.
And that was the player that I wanted to shout out here. 13-21, -8 was the one that was caboosing even more than IGL Aves. He needs to step up if they're going to have the opportunity to start the upset, right? They are down one map, and it's their last map before they get sent home, despite being in Paris.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the big thing. It will be so sad to not see this team on stage in front of the French fans because they're so passionate. It will be such a huge buff for them. We saw Avis say in his video that if they make it out of this group, they're going to win the whole thing because they know everyone in that crowd would be rooting for them to do it, but they have to make it out. They have to get through such a tough opponent in PRX on their preferred map. It's true. David and Goliath times for the French organization.
He also told me in that interview that he considered PRX to definitely be the most difficult opponent to beat in the entire group, and it's all or nothing for both of these teams here fighting for survival. I'm gonna say, if it looks like we have a little bit of a delay every single time that I see the recline on the chair. That does not lie. No, that does not lie. But yeah, of course, the pressure on the teams, like, look at PRX, they're always, like, usually so animated, so happy. It really feels like, as I was saying, like, feeling the pressure, almost losing against the team. that you should have the Nagarath. I know that it was Sunset and
yeah.
whatnot, but the synergy the PRX have between each other, it's not like Sunset came out yesterday. It's not Summit, you know? Like, you have no idea what to do, what comp we're going to play, how we're going to structure it. Nah.
It's a map they're famously very good on. So the fact it was close does bode well for KC, but I think you made an excellent point where you have to judge the vibes of these PRX players. They are the ultimate vibe team. They want to be in a high mood because without it, the team really just starts to fall apart.
Yeah, I just got told that we will be heading into Agent Select very soon, dealing with that audio issue that we heard earlier. They remade lobby, so the guys filing back on in for this elimination match here in Group B. The winner of this will play the loser of our series over there with NRG versus Vitality, which has been a fantastic series to say the least.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to go and watch that one later. But of course, as you're saying, in that game, but if you lose, you're not going home just yet. So don't get me wrong, same fate as KC for the next team. If PRX is able to win this second map, as they will survive at least and fight for that last spot.
I mean, I think that's the scariest thing about this group. Let's say you're KC, you do the impossible, you pull this game back, you sweep PRX, you're on Cloud9, and then you have to go against next.
Luckily, you're not on Cloud9.
Well,
sorry.
Do not tell me, bro. Do not tell me.
Then you have to go against here because it's not in America, right?
That's true. That's true.
I wouldn't be anywhere.
Full sense. Full sense. ले लिया भाई फ्रॉस्ट जी को कोच सेंस में अभी चलना ब्रो बोलो जैसे मैं कुछ भी कर सकता था अपना मैच चालू हो रहा है वो मैप पिक दिखा रहे सब दिखा रहे चलो
PRX, they love this composition. I remember when I first saw this and I shook my head, I rolled my eyes and I said, how dare they be playing Double Initiator? How dare they be playing Breach? But they've made it look better than any team I've ever seen. On the side of KC, Narrate has locked in that Phoenix. Levin has locked in that Raze. We're still waiting to see the final selections, but it's looking like this is going to be fairly standard for the meta across what we've seen before on Fracture.
Yeah, the only difference by them with what they had been playing before is Levin not being on that Neon and going on to that Raze. A little bit more mobility with the day that Narrate is having. I expect great things from this too, especially if we combine it with an Avis that is definitely shooting. This comp for PRX, hated before, hated it before, hated it today, and it's PRX.
But they win! They win with it!
Yeah, but they win because they're PRX! Not because this is optimal.
I think Envy might possibly be the best breach in the world.
Yeah. And?
It's like being the strongest
Keep
toddler.
going.
That's what they say.
All right, well,
Two things can be right at the same time.
We'll see if Big Time's very strong prediction here comes through. We'll end up best breach in the world after this map here on Fracture. We'll find out here. RRQ has already been eliminated from the tournament. PRX, as they always do, are the flag bearers.
Elimination है. PRX अगर हार गई तो eliminate हो जाएगी. होगी तो नहीं.
And moving on to the next round. Carmine Corp trying to play in front of their fans, but to do so, they got to get through one of the best teams in the world. It's map number 2. Let's send it back on over to Paperthin and Achilleos.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Fracture, much to Kakuka's chagrin, has been a fantastic map for PRX. Aside, still looking incredible. I'm being attacked by a Spanish woman.
I mean, it's okay to be wrong. They're just wrong.
Either way, we'll get ready to go into this as the barriers are going to drop. Couple sheriffs in hand. Devi, of course.
Down.
With that here for himself. KC first on this defense.
This is such a tough hill to climb here for KC, but if they can, man, the confidence should be sky high because this is a map that PRX has only lost once this year, and that was in an overtime in Nongshim in week 1 of stage 1 in Pacific. And they have been undefeated, particularly since switching to this comp. Pretty strong. Narrate, gonna get fault line, has to get the heck out of there.
Backpedal away, but it's gonna be Levin taken down as Forsaken finds the opening kill. Stinby can try to storm them forward. Narrate now fallen as well as Devi on that approach from main is able to find the elimination. DOS9 tucked away, smoked off. It's one tap with that bandit. The jump over the side though, and Forsaken finds him with the classic. Something will get Aves, and suddenly Sugetsu arriving on the scene finds that all of his teammates have been taken down, but he's able to find one. Needs 3 more just like it. Smoke in his face, dissipated. 2 players, the front side of Gen. Envy just tucked away on site, and this should be unassailable for the Cypher.
Like that?
You would think.
Well, they give him some 1v1s. It does manage to take down Jing, but Envy will just counter swing, finds that kill, and PRX will take the opening pistol.
Yeah, just a nice little catch. That breach, finding value. Who would have thought? Does a nice job finding that early stun to set those 2 players scrambling from KC. The 2 duelists trying to line up and match the initial hit out of Arcade. That allows them to get that spam through for PRX. And then Forsaken, of course, DOS9 is right there, and he just throws a flash and jumps through with the right clicks. He's going to keep a sheriff into this one. Something's going to have a Vandal. Envy Jing.
Something may fuck.
Devi with the Marshal. A quick clear, and something already has a kill.
And that push-out dish going to be punished. Devi, sees the shoulder, and I don't think Sugetsu's seen a damn thing, so gets enough around the corner to be able to take him down. Kill found, Levin out. To try his luck, but it's just going to be a shot to the mid-drift. Devi with a second, and now all of PRX ready to just go ahead and pile into what they assume is an empty A site, and they would be correct.
Yeah, and it gives them the ability to grab another orb here. So, doing what you can. Aves avoids danger for now.
Right now coming through, and this means that DOS9 in particular, in a bit of a stranded position, doesn't have a sky smoke to try to drop down, keep himself safe on the cross out. Does want for Aves to try to come away with his kill, and now, well, he's going to try his luck at it, but Devi will find the third. Forsaken will run down the enemy fade, and that's going to be a flawless anti-eco for PRX to start things off 2-0.
Okay, smooth sailing for PRX so far. Devi, sharp with a Marshal, good with a sniper. No, he can scoop those up, no problem. Scope's easy, so not much left to say now. Don't want to give over this bonus as KC.
It's a very strong bonus.
It is. Bacon had enough to buy up for another rifle because he only bought a sheriff in the previous. Nobody died. Certainly scary. I want to try to keep some of these orbs that you think maybe PRX is really going to be prioritizing early to try to get Jing those showstoppers right here. Bit risky. So, going to use the paint shells to clear out the trip.
That trip gone, camera still going to be situated there on that entryway, but Jing just blast back his way towards Canteen. Was able to find one as DOS9 is going to be taken down. Sugetsu able to find the one as they storm their way forward onto the site, and what an explosion of death in favor of Carmine Corp. Immediately able to find all 5 players. Sugetsu cleans up 3, and they stem the bleeding very quickly.
That's a really nice hold from Sugetsu. A little bit of help from some friends. You know, PRX feels like they get that first kill, they get the Trailblazer that identifies what's going on site, and they can make a move, but KC just better in the hold. So it's going to be a big one for KC. Going to keep that economy okay, keep the guns. PRX into a position where there's a little bit more pressure on them economically.
Now you've got this neural theft online nice and early. All in a tower, no one to play that position, but DOS9 to be isolated on the site for now. Trying to maybe skirt his way over. No, decides to just stay situated here within the smoke and finds the timing on the Devi. Something similarly going to be tagged out at 16, and now with that corpse, they're able to find that neural theft reveal, and Forsaken's trying to stay tucked into the corner, but will get taken down. Something around the back now going to be dealt with out from that underpass side. It leaves just Envy and Jing to try to fight their way forward against 3 on KC.
Envy's got the spike, and he's thinking about directions here. Wants to clear a little bit of space. Risky, but
Jing needing to find that second kill. That would have been the thing that makes it feel very doable, but he in his own right still could absolutely clutch this out, but everything going to be working against him. Down in numbers, down in health. Doesn't have an ult. He's going to try to shift things up, go for a reposition.
To be hoping that KC had bit that he had gone to A.
Oh, NB looking to try to take down
And
Avis.
round him
He
is together,
cannot. To tie it up 2-2. Paper Rex. Economy getting whittled away at now.
Yeah, I think as Paper X, you're going to have to talk a little bit about what's going on this B side if you're going to keep trying to make some hits over in this direction, because the smokes are all over the place, and KC has been finding really good timings around them to shut down the initial hit. Sugetsu so wily there, and giving over that first blood allows that neural theft to come through, find the second as well, making it a little too easy there. But credit to them, they're very well prepared how to layer those smokes. You've got the Cypher, Showstopper, should be avoided. I mean, KC's done a great job of making sure that they at least don't really take damage to these.
Okay, yeah. Tucked back around the corner. For a second, DOS9 was starting to push that angle. Re-wraps towards that rope side. Meanwhile, approach now coming in. 3 players from Dish. Envy, lone defender here. The top of sight. Sets out the aftershock, tries to buy some time. Blaze wall going to be situated, forces him a little bit further forward. Paint shell as well to try to buy some space with a re-approach coming in from that sand side. Envy able to find the one. DOS9 in the rate, however, answering back in kind, keeping it to a 3v3. A lockdown available, but not going to be needed. As Divide will clean up 3. Forsaken gets the final. Grabs up a gun. Paper Rex will reestablish a 1-round lead.
There's some good understanding here of KC of how Paper Rex likes to set up these A post plants. You know, they know they're probably going to tuck a player into that corner, so they're throwing a little bit of util Envy's direction, try to make him uncomfortable. And then they know they have to go clear rope because there's usually going to be 2 players over there.
Impactful, man.
They just can't quite do it. Divide.
Envy ने अच्छा stall किया, to be honest.
Right where he needs to be when he needs to be there.
Yeah.
Has that lockdown. Envy has a rolling thunder, but a couple ults there. Rate and DOS9 have theirs, but Sugetsu and DOS9 on Bulldogs only. The fun's starting to dwindle. KC, they can get this one. Get some of their ult cycles to go.
Oh, I mean, maybe not quite hearing that curveball either way. Something swings out into the open to his death. Little strike, a non-factor now in this round as the running back's going to be coming through Narrate, trying to find a target. Swings the corner, but Jing will be able to shut that down, but Levin is right there behind him. Gets himself on the board at long last. It's Divide now trying to clear down through this underpass, but Narrate absolutely has him screwed.
When we went the other,
now it is just Forsaken and Envy in a 2v5. Boombot to find nothing, and there are so many angles that they have to try to re-clear. Or they can even consider trying to make a go of this, but in all likelihood, this should just be a save.
Yeah, I mean, again, KC understands the tendencies of Paper X and able to really beat them to the punch.
That means that all the other players now rotating back over, but Envy wins that fight. Narrate's going to be taken down, but Forsaken only able to find the one before falling. Be a tap of the rope, the Prowler. Scouting his position, trying to run them forward, gets the team through the wall, but cannot finish the job. Aves stays alive, and KC find parity once again.
I think we might see a timeout. I would maybe consider one here as Alex. You want to talk a little bit about how to work the map a little bit more, how to be a little bit more prepared, because KC's being pretty aggressive themselves. Exactly what you need to be doing on the Fracture Defender side, and they're throwing you a lot of different looks. This time they come from sewers unexpectedly. That just throws the round completely off balance, and then Paper X knows that the Phoenix ult is coming, so they have to just take a pause, but that means that you get a free trade there because you identify where Jing is. Got Levin right there behind Narrate. So absolutely need to talk this one over a little bit. You want to get a lot more rounds here on this attacker side for sure.
A lot more rounds, and you also have a lot of ultimates. I believe it's 4 online at the moment. Ready to go.
Yep.
Don't want to be seeing the players overcommitting those.
Curious what the buy is going to look like for Paper X. How much money was left?
हाय मेरा
memory fails me in that regard, but important round. Try to set this off balance. Yeah, I was going to say, I think they were pretty poor. It's just going to be some sheriffs, the bandit. I mean, something only as a classic. Forsaken, the only one with anything really to buy up with. Just a guardian. So, kind of brutal for PRX because you would expect that you're going to lose this round, chew through some ult cycles, and then KC's going to be right back into theirs to match yours.
Oh, well, the timing found. Sugetsu tries to go in for that cam. Forsaken swing that corner, Guardian hand, able to find that elimination. Orbital Strike will slow down the rest of the players' approach. Meanwhile, Narrate able to burn Envy to a crisp. Setting out that molly, gets that kill. PRX will be given the site for now.
B side जा रहा है.
World away, exploring into B, but even if he calls for the rotations, you still have Levin on this very deep angle. Outlaw in hand.
Timing हो सकता है.
So something on this swing, headshot will be confirmed, and that's the spike now dropped. This is a very strange position for PRX to be in.
I think that this is going to be tough. Be very, very difficult.
King's got to clear this angle. But it's going to be Devi walking in first and foremost. So DOS9 able to find that kill. Jing repivoted, walking through Sands. Take the rope up the top. And even then, not necessarily favored, will still be able to come away with that kill. But there is so much more to do and just not enough time for it. Plows forward to his demise. Just the two eliminations found, and KC now up 4-3.
Well, I mean, what can you say? KC's just
chat,
really got good reads right now. Good flow for the map. Saw this on Sunset. They were able to start stringing rounds together on their defenders.
Just Alex ने time out लिया था.
Starting to make some good maneuvers to kind of counteract what PRX wanted to do. The utility's been so good here.
तो देखने मिलता ना.
Been phenomenal.
Tumeshwari.
Brim, even though he's not racking up a ton of kills. It's been really hard for PRX to just get the gunfights.
अभी ये crucial round है. उनके पास पैसे नहीं है next round. अभी Riot वगैरह सब यूज करना चाहिए उन्होंने.
Concern for PRX is there's two big ults of 11. Gonna rip one.
First one's gonna be sent through. But he's just gonna be taken down. On north side crunch. Sugetsu snapping on for the headshot. Devi eliminated.
Third man
at the same time, he's eating an immense amount of damage. He's down to 10. He's now dead. Narrate has him. And once again, there's a 2v5. KC just having a chokehold on this defender's half so far.
ऐसा तो नहीं होगा जी.
Up 5-3. Levin grabbing an orb, Forsaken. Grabbing a couple bullets between the eyes. And flawless here, the economy is already built up quite significantly for KC.
6 लोग देख रहे हो 6 ही अपने like से
PRX is yet again.
10 like तो करो.
You're gonna have players cash capped as Levin
will
make it a flawless.
Well, this is just going from bad to worse for PRX because you don't have any buy to come into this next round, and you're sitting through 3 really powerful ults again without getting any value out of them. They're just spreading the map, and KC just keeps pushing every angle, and they're winning every fight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Double gali chat. Double gali.
It felt inevitable, but it's still difficult to see here.
Double gali. Yeah.
Second and final timeout for PRX here on Fracture. Going to be spent just 9 rounds, not even. 8 rounds of play. Alex very much not happy with the way that things have been going.
No. I mean, I think in some ways, you might just need to simplify the game a little bit here as PRX. Just kind of 4-1. Death ball around the map a little bit.
Heavy gali de rahe wo, heavy gali.
KC is responding to everything is just so good.
ये round KC जीता, ये map KC जीता.
The coaches, they are
मेरा हो
very
गया
well
भाई.
prepared. I mean, they knew that Fracture was going to be picked. If they
मेरा
left
हो
it
गया.
open.
यार इसको बढ़ाओ यार. 105 से 106 लेके जाओ.
Been on quite the streak on this map. They obliterated Leviathan on it to open up the Masters London final. Just beat Vitality yesterday on it.
अभी तो मेरी जान की टूट. अरे 50 तो कर दो. एक 50 देखना चाहता हूँ.
We know how to shut you down. All sheriffs except for Jing with the bandit. And then let's get hit by
ये बर्तन गिर रहे बे.
Trailblazer there, but
okay.
Bye.
Belter of a shot just from main. Plus 9 eliminated. Reveal was there, but Narrate can't really play off of it. So is still going to be able to find one as the lockdown now.
Easy thrifty.
That underpass. Sugetsu, I was going to say, has to respect this
Just
one.
saying,
But won't be allowed to
that.
escape. Jing will just come away with that elimination, and now suddenly, it's looking like a damn good thrifty here for PRX as they start getting these weapons into their hands.
PRX का pick भी है
विदिया. Something with the recovered Phantom, able to find out.
जो राउंड जीतना चाहिए वो हारते हैं, वो हारना चाहिए वो जीत जाते.
To try to stop this from going over, but this could be a huge swing round for PRX. Feels very necessary after committing the second time out.
Oh yes.
That कितने likes हुए stream को?
On the defender side.
He like it.
That's brutal. I mean, this is already a win in this half for KC. Every other round they can get here is gravy. So all the pressure is on to PRX to be clean the rest of the way through.
But that is damn clean. I mean, you know, thrifty confirmed, but you also only had to commit the one ultimate into this, so you still hold on to two critical ones.
Yeah.
But that's about as good as it could be for PRX to try to get themselves back into this attacker side. KC, like you said, still not quite sweating. They're still in a very comfortable position.
बढ़िया. I mean, shot नहीं दिखाया दवाई का.
Can they stop momentum build up is the question now.
अभी गाली पड़ी थी इसलिए दवाई. पेटला म्हणतात त्याला मराठीत पेटला.
For that crunch on both sides of the map, and time maybe looking for the A hit. Gonna maybe challenge
बहुत अच्छा चलते यार.
Trying to get this orb into the hands of Jing gives him a showstopper.
Yeah, he's been on guard duty. He has the Nightfall as well. I don't imagine he's going to want to rip it just to slow him down here.
Huh?
Now he knows where they're at. Now he can use it to counteract them because, look, you've got Narrate, you've got Sugetsu here, you've got the Cypher util.
Right, easy side.
Sugetsu going to have to be careful. I mean, he's still playing quite far forward. Showstopper up and
hello,
over
hello,
the raid. Says, I can disrespect that. I've got to run it back. He's still able to find the kill. Something will be able to snap him back with the ultimate.
45 chat.
Trying to get himself, and it's a very open plant. This is incredibly risky. The peek's not coming in.
Side laning.
Police wall now sent up. Molly is going to be sent out early, not using this for the post plant, just trying to stop and dissuade the push forward. Orbital strike as well. PRX, it feels like they're sending everything far too early. Forsaken Divine, now gone. Something having to play forward here alongside his teammate, but they both just fall to the wayside.
ये दोनों को नहीं मरना था पहले यार.
Massive, monstrous overcook from PRX as they drop the round.
Absolutely. This is beautifully thought out by KC. Again, they're so quick to react, but one of the things that's been really impressive today overall is the way that Narrate has been able to absorb Jing's showstoppers. We saw it with the Chamber on Sunset many times where he's the one there and then Rendezvous out. This time he has the run it back. He doesn't even get hit by it. Just blows right by it. Jing just off balance with it.
I mean, what an inversion from what we had just seen. A gorgeous, thrifty, one ult committed. There you get the showstopper, the rolling thunder, orbital strike, everything invested, and they can't get the round over the line.
I don't know what
huge Nightfall as well from Abez. It hit 3 players on PRX. Nullified any of their ability to get into decent positions. Now Narrate tucked around the box. Just going to bypass him. Let's see how quick he wants to be. To challenge something, and he's wins.
Something now dead. King still on this approach. Flash there. Narrate sending out the molly. Himself covered. It ends up rebounding off the box, but it might not matter at all. Still gets forsaken. Jing dead. Narrate recovering, finding Inby. Gets a 3K in device position. Absolutely known. They'll find one, but nothing more. The best that PRX can do is stop it from being a flawless KC. Already guaranteeing a lead at the half.
Still we can win, chat.
So many plans here.
Yeah.
Every time PRX tries something, they're winning a bunch of the 1v1s. Narrate, another huge one. Instantly delete something. That means your smokes are gone. Means this becomes way more challenging.
Chat.
Try to fight their way through, but KC has been reacting so quickly. Whatever PRX tries to accomplish. Sugetsu even as a judge here. Plenty of money and has some kind of trickery up his sleeve. Ooh.
Up shot, not quite to connect, but Sugetsu just ready and waiting. He hears the player below him, but doesn't want to pull the trigger. Decides to just back off for now. It's some space taken, but still no closer to getting the way forward into the site. Meanwhile, Carmine, they are on this north side approach. Ping coming down, starting to get a sense of this is PRX. Meanwhile, Devi, he waited.
Well, it took a while, but I think PRX has now kind of figured out what the real sort of game plan was here for KC, and that's just swarm off of contact. Forsaken going to be able to get his ult here, assuming he can get the plant down. DOS9 and Aves not too far away. They're having to check so many angles, so many corners here as PRX.
And the longer they take, the more obvious this becomes. Meanwhile, something is going to be found. Narrate just pushed down through the underpass. He's able to find that kill. Font up over the top, not going to be getting a reveal. Mike now in play, and the Seekers sent immediately by Forsaken. The flash over the top, trying to go for a timing shot. Aves, however, able to avoid it. Meanwhile, Forsaken has the backpedal away as a run it back is going to be called in. Envy still on this approach, trying to slide in from behind. Intercept, will be able to do so. Aves now eliminated as Forsaken going to be forced into the open by that Molly. 11, however, able to find one. Envy up over the top, cleans up DOS9, gets back into a 2v2. Time bled away. But Envy will fall. Jing now has to do it all. Fully flashed up. Doesn't know which way is up. And that is going to be Narrate with a 4K. And Carmine Corp will make this 8-4 at the half.
Well, this is feeling pretty darn comfy for Narrate and Carmine Corp. That was an incredible round from him. He really found a ton of value with that Phoenix as it went along. So many ults that he's able to run together. Able to absorb so much pressure from PRX. What looked like maybe it was going to be a pretty clean start for PRX.
बहुत सारे राउंड्स से अपने I don't think मैं आगे की स्ट्रीम कर पाऊंगा. अगर ये मैच ये राउंड हारे तो मैं Jet. Alô, 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 alô.
The hill to climb.
Hello, yeah.
So
hello, chat.
They're going to stack 4 up towards the north side of the map. They're looking to use a little bit of contact for a breach stun, but everybody on Carmine Corp is just on the south side. So
basically full gambling on this A side of the map. Forsaken just going to be shifting over. Envy, the next closest player.
Could be a pivot off the clear this trip. Let's see. It's kind of going to come down to timing.
A little bit of spam and plenty of damage is going to be found. Meanwhile, Envy from up and over the top, Sugetsu is not able to spot him. Well, get some damage across, but cannot find that kill. Swing in though, DOS9 taking down the first. Jing eliminated. Devi dancing around these shots. The stun to be avoided, but Devi turns the sights over to main, and Aves is going to be taken down.
एक बनेगा
Players 30 health between them. Dawson9, the only one at full HP. The turret to be placed forward into the smoke to try to scout him out. Envy walks right up into him. Doesn't manage to get the spot, but now it is all down to 11. 4 HP will find a parting gift kill on a Forsaken, but cannot stop PRX from retaking the site. They will find the pistol they so desperately need. Shorten that gap down to 3 rounds.
Yeah, I like the idea here from PRX. You know, gamble stack one side of the map and just match in the other direction. And they're able to be a little bit patient behind that trip. Envy wins a huge fight there against Getsu, keeps the flanks clear. That allows them to keep their eyes forward. A little bit of trickery attempted by DOS9. Dealt with, cleaned up. PRX fans, the edge of their seats, but feeling a little bit better after that. But look at this buy. This has bonus conversion written all over it for PRX if they can get this round to go.
Well, that's exactly what they want. Something, however, needing the back pedal not overstep. Does have some healing to come through. Blaze Wall is going to be sent over into main. Levin getting tagged off screen as well, as Avaz, if he swings his corner, might just be dead, but oh, yeah, shot into the thigh. Will fall down to 35 HP. Something hoping that he comes his way to collect that elimination. Would love to try to get that orbital strike online quickly. Getsu tucked here. Jing. Oh, well, there's the cam. Sugetsu revealing his position. Not ready for that second player to be there. Defy will find that kill. Looks for another swing in. Dawson catching him off guard. And now they overwhelm Jing. A Guardian now going to be on the floor. And snatched up the site to be taken. And suddenly this is a decent position for Carmine to try to win out, but do have 2 players very low on health. Plant in the aftershock to try to push her right into the open. Something's able to collect that one with the Sheriff shot, and that's the Guardian now stranded. In order to be pushed, Forsaken to find it. Just has a reaction time. The cleanup will be there. 3 players to survive. And key weaponry to be recollected. PRX will make this an 8-6 scoreline.
That's gigantic that PRX is able to recover this, because there was a moment here, KC being really patient, really tricky. If Sugetsu doesn't reveal his presence there, I think he's got at least 1 more kill.
एक bonus मिल जाता तो वही मजा आ
जाता. That camera and goes for the play. Still, I like the idea from KC bouncing across the map a little bit. PRX wants to keep pushing because they think that maybe A had been left open. You just find the Cypher there. Usually that player, again, often going to be on their own, so you're trying to capitalize on that advantage, trying to get into quicker rotates, but turned out KC was already rotating off the back of him, being so close to the front of A for so long, and here you go, a couple Guardians, a couple Rifles, Marshall for something. Slowed down by KC.
Ball line out. A couple players going to be contained into the corner. The flash connecting on a Forsaken. Sends that guiding light up and over the top. Steadies the air.
Do not tell me.
Nearly finds himself a second.
2 मार दिए Forsaken ने.
Avaz does manage to survive. But now Envy joining in the fight. Looks for a little bit more, but eventually gets punished. And right finds Jing. Just the 2 players left standing. Something with the Marshall, the Prowler, not to scout him. Has that Sheriff still in hand, though. Finds the first. Finds the second. Now it's just narrate.
अरे spray कर दिया.
Kind of sprays through the box. The plan to come in has a run it back available.
अपने पास भी full shield है भाई.
Does he send it for the 1v1? The curveball out, gets the spot, gets an immense amount of damage. Devi tagged at 21. It should have this done and dusted. It has to be a quick, crisp, and clean headshot from Devi to try to take this one. He won't be able to have it. Narrate gets himself a 4K clutch
my boys.
to deny the bonus conversion, but it's an immense amount of damage still dealt by PRX.
Narrate just incredible today. Not sure if Devi made some noise there, and he was able to time that curveball. Looked like maybe there was a shout here for a moment. PRX trying to set up that crunch from sewers, but
it's something doing his damnedest.
He did. I mean, this almost was his, but spam through the box. Nice. 4K again for Narrate.
29-2.
He is frying.
Well out in front here at the top of the lobby. Orbital strike is online. Run it back, maybe to be committed here. As Orbital's just going to be called in. Anticipating that this player went up over the top at 11, found just enough space to tuck away, avoid taking damage. So in the end, that pull of the trigger does not get rewarded with much of anything. Jing now, however, on the push forward is able to find two. And he with two of his own, but the reply kills are there. Chavez himself afloat in this round. Divine jumping across, spotting him out. The 1-2 swing coming in, and something to collect it, not allowing Chavez to isolate. PRX steadying the ship and keeping things close.
It's just a very PRX round here. Just throw everything into the blender. Hope it comes out okay, and it does. Let's rely on those players. Jing, it's up close and personal. Been favoring the Phantom today. Scenario.
Sugetsu is going to go
Outlaw.
Yeah.
8-9 2 round ज़्यादा चाहिए.
2 players, 1 shot to it. Outlaw for Forsaken, 2. Though. That's the player you would normally expect to have the Outlaw on PRX. He's one tap to it, and he's like, whoops, I need help.
Yeah, has to backpedal away now. Here's the Boombot as well on that dish side.
Taken trying to get into a position to punish Sugetsu. Has to be concerned about some of that Cypher utility potentially being there.
Trying to push him back with its presence from Jing, and it has worked a treat. Get him completely isolated. Meanwhile, turret there to take contact from tower. Devi just slotting back in here at Canteen.
Aerate's trying to sell a fake. PRX isn't buying it.
Well, especially not after that jiggle peek. On down over the top. The reveal is there, and Devi has to backpedal away. He thought he was going to be safe from that position, but he still finds a good amount of damage. Chavez tagged down the 2. Meanwhile, Forsaken, re-swinging, has that Outlaw still, and has them dead to rights. Jing will deny any potential for an ace here in this round. That leaves just Narrate with a Sheriff in hand. PRX looking to make this a flawless, as they will get within a 1 round of tying things up.
Guns available over here.
Still doesn't even get, it just deactivated. Just got recalled. But on the peak, Forsaken will get the 4K in the end, in flawless fashion at that.
Okay, Forsaken now starting to get a little rowdy on stage. Trying to rally the troops there too. Hearing some cries from one of the leaders of the team. I'll say him and Devi pretty equally share the role, it feels like most days. Ooh, fantastic. But the patience there, and the fact that something doesn't get tagged by that Outlaw, really huge in the way that PRX is then able to make some really nice adjustments in that round to flush Sugetsu into that first kill, to take the danger, the big danger weapon out of that round. And then from there, just hold the line. So that's going to give you a little bit of breathing room. You're going to have some ults for PRX. And that's why KC wants to take a timeout.
Yeah, well, the C want to go back much. The Outlaw was still in the hands of PRX, but I think you can continue to get value off that one. Sugetsu at least is not going to be able to go for a full util, full armor buy, unless he wants to lean back on something like a Bulldog or a Guardian.
Yeah, I think PRX might have bought anyway. Like right before the timeout was called, I saw somebody spend a bunch of cash, so they might have dropped it. But yes, it was still in Forsaken's hands, so they very well could have kept it if they wanted to try and make that work, throw it over to maybe something or Devi, you never know. Forsaken has the Seekers off of that round, so he's feeling pretty good. I think they were 1 away from Invi's ult, yes. And meanwhile, KC has everything. You basically have everything since Sugetsu's 1 away from the neural theft.
2-0
Oh my god.
Jing is just going for this crunch play. Camera to spot him out. Dawson going to be contained into the corner, but that is a casual fadeaway shot as the Brim is immediately dispatched. Orbital strike now no longer a concern. Devi trying to delay. Showstopper out, the Prowler to scout, and that's going to be him dead to rights as the Showstopper connects at his feet. Swing in though, it's just a shutdown on the ultimate for now as Sugetsu will get spotted here in the corner. The Nightfall going to be sent through, but Jing has already cleared the angle. He's able to find that kill. Levin trading it back, keeps it in a 3v3. Pink Shot will force Invi away. Site now opened up, but Levin trying to take the fight forward into the spawn. Cannot find the contact he was looking for. Has to back away. 1 smoke remaining here for something. Chavez just jiggling on this angle. The Molly given a consideration for now as the guiding light Sent forward, looking to try to find this kill here is Forsaken, but Narade swings out a little bit wider, and he's not ready for it now suddenly. KC in with the advantage. Quick clear on that haunt. Levin still on dish. The time bleeding away. Swing out. KC is going to be Alves cleaning up the final 2 kills as they will hit double digits. PRX now trailing by 2 again.
And again, it's a huge round for Narade. He has been so instrumental, and he keeps that extra angle on lockdown. Wins the 1v1 against Forsaken there. You know, a hot start. Divide trying to cheat, trying to see if he can get away with being undetected right around that corner, see if he can get an early punish on the execute. But the Prowler connects, and he's just dead to right. So good diligence being shown by Carmine Corp. You did get a couple outs out of Carmine Corp. Oh, boy.
Well, that's a hell of a lot of unhealable damage. Suffered by Forsaken. Quickly has to give it the space. The turret cleared the nano.
Elimination
buying some time as Paint Shell just get chucked in. Triple approach on the north side. The Rolling Thunder is going to be called in though, and it's going to be absolutely no one to buy now. Trying to hold the line here on the site. Array going to be forced out of position, drops down to his death. Divide just trying to take the fight before the orbital will connect. Ends up falling to the wayside. Now the neural theft going to be called in, but Dals9's going to be taken down as Envy is able to find that kill. Brings it now into a 3v2.
रैप कर रहा है भाई ये रैपर रैपर ही बोल रहा हूँ कमेंटेटर.
Envy going to be taking the rope across towards that south side, joined in by Jing, but this is going to be critical time. Bought in the post plant for KC.
They're going to see it too. Cam was still there.
He saw the one, not sure if he saw the second, so even if he wins the fight versus Envy, he might not be ready for Jing. Bounding forward, but Jing will just go ahead, clean him up very quickly.
1v3, easy.
Now it is just Levin. The spot out and something with a readjust finds the kill.
Maybe.
A 9th round here for PRX once again. Just trailing by 1 behind KC.
This is just wild scenes in this round. I mean, it's one of those rounds where every moment it just can change at the drop of a pin, and you know, you feel like that Rolling Thunder misses. It gives away the script on PRX trying to make this long flank, but they only send Narrate over to deal with it. He faces a firing squad. Even though the curveball might connect onto 1 or 2, it can't connect onto all 3. The danger man out of the round.
Winnable तो है भाई. मस्ती वगैरह नहीं किया तो winnable तो है.
Able to do what they need to. Jing's gonna have the showstopper. Divide 1 away from a lockdown. Now you're out of the ult cycle for KC. You got 1 out of it. Forsaken looking to challenge the angle just a little bit, but doesn't feel comfortable, and I can't blame him, even though it is a weaker buy. Sugetsu again has that outlaw.
Next round अगर जीते.
One tap to it.
फिर 11-10.
Knows Narrate is there. Ask for Forsaken to maybe come help.
What a shot! What a shot! What a face forward from Levin.
नहीं करना था.
Something absolutely destroyed. Triple push now coming through, trying to capitalize and collapse in onto the enemy. Brimstone, Dals9.
किसी से कोई नहीं मरेगा, please.
Within the smoke, and Jing eliminated, denied any value from that showstopper, and it's just this one sky smoke keeping them contained. Will be able to find him in the end. Gets back into a 3v3, the spike being ushered across, but Forsaken finds a backstep onto Sugetsu, so now player advantage going to be established. Levin, however, at the ready.
Door.
Pushes the door, finds Divide. 2v2, the heal's going to be coming through. His Envy will have to try to pace forward, but Levin shuts him down.
Feeling आई थी. मुझे feeling आई थी.
Monstrous 4K.
PRX मात्रो ना रे ना मुन्ना. थोड़ा chill होता है. Chill बोलते उसको. Throwing chill. Yeah, I know. It was PRX round. Yeah.
Ridiculous. To take something out of the equation.
जो round जीतना चाहिए PRX वो round नहीं जीतती, जो round हारना चाहिए वो round जीत जाती है.
But the timing, Divide just not even really considering that he could have been there already. Gets caught looking the wrong way, and Levin's in a much more prime position to take that fight.
It was supposed to 10-10, yeah.
Showstopper immediately going to be sent off the rip. Levin looking for a target around Sands. Jing, however, late lurking, but does get punished. Just doesn't pull the trigger fast enough, and Dals9 is able to find him. Minor damage.
He's going third map, chat. We going third map.
Starting to get chaotic now as players get lost within the
But
smokes
I
and the
am not
flashes.
going anywhere. मैं जा रहा घर
Chilla
पे.
be lobbed in, trying to desperately clear out this lockdown, and there it is. It has been destroyed. The molly as well
Already late,
on
Waz.
top, just to ensure that it cannot survive. Peak going through, but Envy unable to find DOS9. Stays alive despite the cage being there, despite them having the advantages.
Now we're cooking.
And something now would have to get the ace clutch to stop them from advancing up to map point.
That flawed. खत्म है.
And giving the money,
खत्म है.
lack thereof. No other choice but to just simply back away. Try to play for overtime. This Vandal has to be retained. KC, 12-9. Lotus,
Hello.
just
Diamond
there on the horizon.
झालं. Yep. KC.
This is so incredible. What a couple rounds here from KC. They're right back in the driver's seat. So many moments where there have just been sharper.
हो गया.
And now 3 in a row required here just to take it to
Third map
OT
नहीं
for
कर रहा भाई stream.
PRX.
Third map stream नहीं करूँगा. First map
Should be
पर close
rather
होता ना.
difficult given the
close
economic
होगा.
situation we just saw. A couple players on 0.
Third map नहीं
Going
करना.
forward, it is going to be
खाना पड़ेगा मुझको.
very precarious with the buy. Lost streak bonus gives you a little bit of an extra boost, but it's not great.
No, certainly not. Spectre, Guardian, Sheriff, Stinger, half armors. Very commonplace here. Forsaken, forced away. Lucky to stay alive for now, but for how long is the question? Flash forward into the raid space. Buying some time as to run it back. Ready to expire. Also the molly forward here in the tower, and Levin.
Levin की पोज अच्छी है.
Position
बोला मैंने
staring in
अच्छी
towards
पोज है.
Canteen. Drops down and finds Envy as well. And that should just be it. As Levin
Don't tell me
is
ace मारने
tearing
वाला
them
है.
limb from limb. Another paint shell.
Tell me.
Chucked forward. It's keeping them zoned away. Levin on the hunt. Here's
Do
Dubai
not
on the
tell
retreat.
me.
He tries to rewrap to join
Tell
in.
me.
And while an ace might not be on the cards, map 3 absolutely is.
अब जाएगा. Race को देखो. Race को
No
देखो.
way to do a damn thing.
4K.
13-9. KC in flawless
ठीक
fashion
है.
will close
ठीक
that
है.
fracture and push us
गाड़ी
the
तो पड़ी होगी.
distance.
मालूम है. मालूम है.
Somebody has stopped PRX's reign of terror
हाँ.
on Fracture this year.
ऐसा ना करो.
And it's Carmine Corp. The unexpected heroes
That's
going
it
to
for
force
today's
that
stream.
final
Third map
map.
stream नहीं हो सकता.
And
मुझे भी
just
जाना है.
from
मुझे भी
start to
जाना है.
finish
मुझे भी
had
जाना है.
great
मुझे भी
reads. Really
third
understood
map
how
stream
to
नहीं हो
work the
सकता
map, how
Bye,
to keep
bye, bye, bye,
PRX
bye, bye,
pinned
bye,
in.
bye, bye.
Won a bunch of crucial 1v1s. Narrate and Levin, the double duelists.
जो भी
Beyond
आए थे.
brilliant.
Morpheus by Pavan, Tejas.
Combination that
सभी
they
हम.
were able to string together there. I mean, Narrate so solid in the middle of that.
Thank you.
Levin at the end really shut
Like
that
करके
out.
जाना stream को और subscribe नहीं किया तो
An
subscribe.
incredible performance from them, but let's go ahead and send things back over to Degon to big
Bye-bye,
time.
GG.